Hey Conker, how's it going? Just about to get started today. Trying out a little bit of new tech and new structure for today, but nothing should be that different. I'll explain in a moment once I get started. Which, as soon as I clear my throat, should be right then and there. In Futaba's Palace at the moment. Well, good. That's good. Making good progress, it sounds like. Only slightly ahead of you now. Pretty soon we'll be on the same wavelength and you won't have to worry about spoilers anymore when you're watching. Okay, let's do this. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Persona 5 Stream Edition. Last time we were attempting to spend our time in between the end of Futaba's Palace and Medjid's cleanse there wisely. I think we did some halfway decent things so far last time. We started the Fortune Confidant, we went to Mementos, we took care of a bunch of requests, we let the doctor know that she's all set and ready to go. She doesn't have to worry about, I think it was Oyamada was his name, anymore. And today, we're going to try to continue to do that because we have 7 days left until the cleanse, which happens next week, Sunday. Great. Fantastic. Just to let everybody know, today now the reason why I wasn't streaming yesterday, there was a couple of reasons. One, we were going out with the family, but the other reason was that we were spending the day cleaning up, like deep cleaning our rugs in the room and restructuring everything, cleaning up clutter, all that stuff. It's like 95% done in here. There's a couple of things I still need to get rid of, a few books from school, and my brother has some clothes to put away and a few other things, but other than that, you shouldn't notice a difference though, basically. I moved where my computer is, but I did not move where my microphone is, so you shouldn't really notice any difference in the way that everything is structured, but I can tell you from experiencing it in real life, it is a lot less cluttered and a lot more just together in here than it was previously. So I'll just let you think about that one. Oh, did you? Good, Conker. Good. That's real good. We are on basically the same wavelength because I think this time we're going to end up getting EY as a confidant. I've kind of put him off for a little while, but was a reason for that, obviously. I needed to get some social stats and stuff like that. Oh, and last time I left you with the tidbit of wondering who we were going to hang out with today, whether it was Dr. Takemi or Anne or Ryuji. Turns out, I mean, we could hang out with Makoto as well, but we're going to go hang out with Dr. Takemi instead because I went back and I want to make sure that I get everything done that I'd like to get done with before the end of the summer. And so I tested a couple of days ahead of this to see who would show up when. Oops, get in the door. Get in the door. There you go. And then I came up with a little bit of a list for myself so that I could look at where and when to go. And it turns out Dr. Takemi, today hanging out with her today was the best thing to do. So... Oh, it's the 3rd of August for you? Yeah, you're pretty close, man. You're pretty close to me at this point, so you'll catch up probably pretty soon. We'll probably be about the same distance apart between, because of today and tomorrow I'm streaming, but by the end of this week you'll probably have a chance to catch up because Wednesday and Friday I'm not streaming, so if not even, you might even be a little ahead of me too. But anyway, yeah, so we're going to go hang out with Dr. Takemi. I tested all the way to the cleanse, basically, and found out exactly who I need to hang out with between then and here in order to, what am I doing, max out Anne and Ryuji's Confidant and get the doctor close to being maxed out. She won't be rank 10 until before the cleanse, but she'll be right at that point where she can be maxed out. I kind of wanted to hold off on taking care of Anne and Ryuji until around now-ish, because like you could have followed the schedule FAQ that I've been talking about multiple times over the course of the stream, and then by this point you would have maxed out both of them, I'm pretty sure. I think the FAQ maxes Anne out like tomorrow or something. But I just find that creates too many open spaces in the days that we have. So having them available if absolutely no one else is available before we get someone else to replace them, I think is a good thing. Hey Carbon, how's it going? So yeah, basically, like, there wouldn't, like, I mean, you'd be able to hang out with Yusuke, Makoto, and all that, but until I have the ability to find other confidants that will replace Anne and Ryuji, I didn't want to max them out. But by the time we're done with the cleanse, we'll be able to access 2 other confidants fairly shortly after that will replace Anne and Ryuji in the schedule. So I want to have options, basically, and this is my way of trying to do that.
Don't pass out, okay?
Yeah, let's do a clinical trial. Okay, sounds good. Let's tag along. Gotta go to my notes. Now, I'm also using the Twitch app today instead of just opening Twitch in a Google search on my phone, so we'll see if that makes any difference. Oh, excuse me. It did have some trouble reconnecting with the chat when I was switching windows, so we'll see how that works when I switch windows here. Actually, let me go back and see. Just did a 4-block walk. Oh yeah, I can understand that then, definitely. Yeah, I can understand how that would be tiring. Okay, let's see. There we go. So let's hang out.
Let's go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not that far. Here, come on. I'll show you. I'll show you the way.
Here.
Okay, see, this is what it does, is it says reconnecting to chat, and then it has trouble, so let me do this, and then that. Okay, there we go. That should work. Cool. I just had to tab out and back in. Okay, so I guess she's handing off her research materials to probably a doctor at Miwa's current hospital, I would assume. All right. Yeah, something like that. Well, sounds like everything's working out for Dr. Takemi, so that's good. I sort of figured that. Oh, okay.
Thanks.
Hey, it weren't no thing. Weren't no big thing. Yeah, I mean, well, I say it weren't no big thing, but considering we got guts boost for some of that stuff, I have to imagine some of those exams were a little bit rough. So we'll just mess with her a little bit, you know. It was rough sometimes, but we got through it. That could be taken out of context 20 different ways. Well, good. I'm glad. And what offer is that? Oh, really? That's kind of prestigious. Oh, really? You'd think they'd give you your own office or something. Like, uh-oh. Wow, that's no good. I mean, I figured, I don't know, the clinic would still be open. Now, I guess we'll have to walk a little further now to get our medicine, won't we? So what are you going to do with your patients, like the locals? Okay. Well, that makes sense. I mean, it's further for me to walk, you understand. And what are you kidding about... Oh, so they did recruit you, but you're gonna stick with your current clinic. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. That seems a little more convenient for me, really. Well, I hope I'm there to see it. Well, I don't really need much of anything. I mean, got guts boosts for it, so... And I mean, I can't tell her about the personas, but Death Confidant personas are doing pretty good right about now in the game because of that, so... And so, excuse me, I didn't even just eat, what the hell? And so, for handing off all of the doctor's research to a hospital that can treat Miwa, we get rank 9 at the Death Confidant.
All right.
Good, good.
Anyway,
Well, I mean, like I said, it would have been a longer walk for me to get the medicine I needed. You wouldn't believe me if I told you? So this is another one of those scenarios where you can go either romantic or platonic. Dr. Takemi is a little trickier because you have to tell her a few times, I'm being serious, I love you, but we're not going to do that because we're going to stay platonic, but obviously we have to be a little more careful because Yoshida already figured us out. I mean, he wasn't, you know, we weren't around Yoshida all that much. We've been around Dr. Takemi more than we've been around Yoshida, and he still figured out we were part of the Phantom Thieves, so we should probably kind of take, you know, not even hint at that at all. So yeah, I'm sorry if it seemed like I was jacking you around. It really was for my entrance exams.
I see.
Something tells me she's not buying it. Okay, I'll come back and buy some more
see you
medicine
later.
from you at some point. See ya, doctor. Okay, well that takes care of that now.
Ah, you're back.
Yeah, but I'm not going to do that tonight, Morgana. We've got other things to do. So Chihaya wants to verify my skills. Now's not a good time, though, because we did get that proficiency fortune last time. And Mishima has a big lead. So here's the thing that I actually found out about Mishima here. You don't, if you've done all of the Mementos missions that I've done thus far in the game, you don't actually have to do calling for justice for cats in order to get him to rank 6, which is weird because I figured you'd need to in order to get to that point. Like, they'd give it to you for that rank in order to get him to the next one, but yeah, you don't actually have to. Kira, thanks for hosting, and good evening. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. I could barely see that over there because it's on... The computer's on the opposite side of my room from where it was the last time, so I got to get used to looking over there instead of over here, which now is where my little bin with all of the extra cables and stuff are in. But yeah, anyway, we have plans tonight, and it does not involve doing anything with Chihaya or Mishima. We got to go work. So that's what we're going to go do. Got to work on our proficiency. So over the course of this week, basically while we're here on the stream today, we're going to do a couple of jobs at the Beef Bowl shop to get our proficiency up. We're going to do one job at the flower shop in order to get our kindness up a little bit more. And that will get us that mission in Mementos for the flower shop as well. And we're also going to prioritize getting Sojiro to rank 4 because we need to hang out with him a couple of times in order to do that. So we'll work on all of the above. And by the end of the week, we should have one night left where we can just kind of do whatever the hell we want. Oh, that's okay, Kira, no problem. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's not perfect, obviously, because of the situation that happened last week, but I'm doing the best I can given the situation that I'm in, you know what I mean? So I'm not great, but I'm not bad either. So I'm kind of just in the middle there. I'm ambivalent. There's your SAT word for the day. But anyway, let's work at the beef bowl shop.
Hey, wait!
Yeah, I should probably get those. And I should get that. Rodriguez, do everything!
Nice job.
Okay, well, that almost paid for the fortune, so that's good.
Man.
You're saying it's so hard. Why don't you put an apron on and come help me? But anyway, we got a couple points of proficiency for it. So that's good. We're knocking on rank 4.
Let's head back.
We'll be there in a couple of days. Thanks, Carbon. And thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you coming in and, you know, giving me your well wishes and everything like that. It's a tough time for anybody, but
Way too high.
I mean, I'm gonna keep going. You know, she wouldn't want me sitting here and moping for her. You know what I mean? I've lived with her for 18 years. I know the kind of dog she was, so. Okay, nothing on the TV. Let's save it real quick. Alright, who's available today to hang out with? Ann and Yusuke. We should go rank up Yusuke, I think. We'll get him to rank 5. So let's go do that. The plant is still good for 11 more days, so we should be in good shape. Anything new on the home front, Sojiro? Oh, hang on, I got another follower. Hold on. Oh, I missed the thing. Hold up. Good Streamlabs. Okay, rockin' fun. Thanks for following. I appreciate it. I caught the tail end of that alert, sorry. Is my volume on over there? Hang on. It wasn't. Little rascal of a computer I got there keeps muting my volume before I start. No, that's actually me. I mute my computer when I don't have my headphones into it, and I'm not on the stream. So I sometimes forget to turn that back on. Whoops. Well, people are going to make a fuss about it, especially if the stock prices are falling. But, you know, that's just the way it is. Okay. So let's head off through the heat over this way. Now, today we don't actually need to go to Shinjuku in order to get a fortune reading. Same thing with tomorrow, because today and tomorrow in-game are days that we can hang out with Sojiro in order to get him closer to rank 4. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to go and get the fortune done. I'm just going to go and hang out with my friends. And we'll go from there. Wednesday, though, we will go get another proficiency reading because I plan on working at the beef bowl shop that night. So.
By the way.
Let's chat there, Yusuke. Got some stuff to do today. Hopefully we don't have to go to another boat. Okay, sure. Let's see what we can do today with him.
Let us be on.
Oh, we're going to Konda Church, huh? Okay. There's probably a lot of inspiration you could find there from biblical sources. If it's a Catholic church, that is. I don't really know. Has there ever been a Catholic church in a Persona game before this? I feel like they've definitely had, like, traditional Japanese shrines, but I don't know if they've had a Catholic church. Maybe in the earlier Persona games. I don't know. Oh, did it? Okay, and how did that go? No? Well, that's not good. Well, I mean, we can find the way. Was the lost sheep thing really necessary, considering, yeah, we're in a church?
Indeed.
Anguish, huh? Okay, well, we'll just go around to the stations there, and we'll just check out each of, you know, the stations and the words at the stations, and you can draw inspiration from those. I mean, there's already paintings there, but I'm sure you could figure something out. Okay, so what are we gonna do? Are you asking the congregation, or... I don't think they're listening to us.
Well then.
You want me to be Jesus Christ for you? Wouldn't Minato be a better person to ask for that? Well, I guess he's not here, so... I mean, let's think about this, though, dude. Jesus Christ had, like, nothing on when he was bearing the anguish of humanity. Do you want me to strip in the middle of this church?
Oh.
Yusuke, I was joking. Yusuke! Oh, God, here we go again. He's so awkward. Oh, man. No, I am not doing that. Yeah, that's the kind of publicity we don't need, Yusuke.
Nothing.
Okay, I'll do the best I can. I don't know, Saizo, that doesn't look real. Anguish, you definitely need to have your arms up higher. Yeah, I think he does conquer. No? Well, what do I need to do different? Well, that's kind of who I am, so... So, what do I do?
No.
Yeah, like I said, raise your hands higher. Okay. Like what? Yusuke, that's not anguish! That's like signaling a chopper. A helicopter can't land in here, Yusuke. The spire would go through its hull. What the hell? Well, I'm glad it's working for you, I guess. You know, trying to summon Satan in the middle of your church, probably. Hello, Pastor. An art study. Well, that's what they're calling demon summoning these days. Well, I'm glad he can at least explain himself without making the congregation kick us out. Let me guess. There's double entendre to it, isn't there? Yes.
Oh.
Well, sure, but you got to think about how Jesus' sacrifice benefited the rest of humanity based on the church's teachings. You know, everyone's sins were forgiven when he died for us. So there's, yeah, it's not easy to come to terms with that, I guess, but right. You work hard all your life, then you retire, and ideally you don't have to worry about working anymore, but more and more these days, that's not really the case, but I think I'm getting a little off subject. Yeah, a little bit. Thanks, Pastor. Well, it depends on your point of view, really, Yusuke. I mean, you're not a believer, obviously, so it just depends on where you're looking at it from. I think so. Yeah, you just need to keep working at it, that's all. Forward with conviction, Yusuke. Forward with conviction. Okay, see you in a minute, Carbon. Well, I'm glad. That's pretty much what I do at this point. Alright, sounds good. And so, for making a fool of myself in the house of the Lord with Yusuke, we get rank 5 of the Emperor Confidant. And we get a new ability with him, Adept Duplication, which lets him duplicate middle-of-the-road skill cards, so stuff like the level 2 elemental spells, that sort of a thing. There are some passive spells that would be, or passive skills that would be good to put in this one. Divine Grace and Apt Pupil, I think, come to mind. The level 1 gun power increasing skill comes to mind as well. But, excuse me, to be honest, I don't honestly see myself ever using duplication in the game. Maybe at a later date, but there's, like I said, there's a better way of duplicating quote-unquote skills in order to put them on certain personas later down the line. We'll get to that when I can actually make those cards, but I do need some blank cards in order to do that, so we'll worry about that later. Okay, see you later, Yusuke. Okay, bye! He wasn't gonna let me leave until I did that, was he? Oh, Yusuke. Oh, you. Okay, so, what do people have to say tonight? Well, we will take responsibility for it, but that's not gonna happen just yet. We're keeping all of you in suspense.
Man, it's hot.
Yeah, oh, Yusuke. Oh, you crazy kid. Oh, shit, my phone! What is the forum blowing up? I imagine. Ah! Sounds like people who are in an absolute panic. Yeah, she did, and she's mentioned it a couple of times since she started resting. I think she is. Right, exactly. We just gotta wait and hope. We'll use the hope and pray method. And Oya is thirsty again. If you're thirsty, Oya, take a drink. Because I'm not coming over there just yet. Because Sojiro's available tonight, so we're gonna hang out with him instead. Now again, we could go and do other things like go and work at the Beef Bowl shop again, but I gotta prioritize Sojiro at this point, and I probably will prioritize him for most of the rest of the game. Available. It's kind of important. If you neglect Sojiro's Confidant, you run a very high risk late in the game of not being able to max him out, so I want to try to give him the priority that he kind of deserves for a little while.
You got time right now?
Even though we can't increase our rank with him just yet. By the time we're done with this week, he will be rank 4, so
Alright,
don't worry about that. But you gotta have Hierophant Persona with you when you're doing this, because otherwise it'll take you even longer to get his rank up. No stars yet, so he's not quite ready this time. But he will be, don't worry.
Thanks.
Oh, he will be. Moving right along here. Oh, Makoto wants to talk about Aiko. Okay. Okay, well, we'll probably go check it out then.
Hey.
Right. Now, I think today is another night where Sojiro is available, if I recall correctly. Yeah. Now, here's another thing, is that basically what I'm going to do with these jobs that I have to do on the outside there, if it's raining, since the fortune teller is not available, it's not going to be a day where we go and work those jobs, regardless of whether or not it's a good day to go do them. With some exceptions. Later, when I'm done getting proficiency in kindness up to rank 4, there will be 2 jobs that I need to do in order to get a side quest in Mementos, and to work on raising my guts, where I will go there even if it's raining during the daytime. We'll just go there and get a fortune reading at night, and because it's the job at Crossroads, so it's already right there in Shinjuku anyway. So, but for now, yeah, nothing to worry about. And Ryuji's at the arcade, but Makoto contacted us earlier, so we'll go see her first. Oh, I guess Obon's over. Yeah, it just ended yesterday.
I'll just add this.
So. Alright, let's go out through the torrential rain to the school and see what we can do here. And we don't have to go out to Shinjuku again, obviously, because the fortune teller wouldn't be there because it's raining. So. Oh, I'm keeping ahead of it. Don't you worry, Sojiro. Although later on, at some point, I don't think it'll be on this stream, but it might be on tomorrow's stream. We're gonna have to increase our knowledge and keep ahead of our studies by eating a burger that is basically the size of me. So that's gonna be a thing. We still have that last challenge at Big Bang Burger ahead of us after all. So we'll go from there. Oh, another thing I should mention as I'm thinking about summer and stuff like that. If I sound a bit more nasally over the next few weeks, I apologize. It is because of the fact that allergy season has sort of started for me. So for the next 3-ish weeks, sort of, I'll feel sick even though I'm not sick, and I will probably sound more nasally than I normally do because obviously there's, pollen in the air and everything like that, and that's making me crazy. But it will end soon, and then it won't be a problem anymore. So if it bugs anybody or if I sound a little bit different, that's what that is. Okay, get on the train, get on the train, get on the train. Go flying to that door. That's fine. There you go. Phew! Didn't want to wait for the next one. Don't have to do this too often, though, because normally we aren't going all the way out to the school to see Makoto anyway, but during the summer, you don't have much of a choice. Thankfully, though, she is available most days when it's raining, so unless her particular confidant link involves her going outside.
Well,
I don't think most of hers do involve her going outside, though, so yeah, it should be fine. Okay, yeah, let's hang out with Makoto today. And what kind of a favor is
shall
that?
we go?
Oh, okay. Alright, sounds good. Gotta go someplace where nobody can see us, huh? What are you plotting there, Miss School Council President? Oh, you make it sound like he flipped the switch or something. He just hit on her, and that was that. She was his, just like that. Oh, really? Huh. You said he worked at the club that she was working at, though, right? That sounds a little underhanded. Sounds like he's trying to use it to recruit her or something. Yeah. Well, understandably so. She's like your new best friend, so. Well, yeah, the idea that all of them are bad people might be outdated, but we're not talking about all of them. We're talking about him specifically. I couldn't really judge there. I, again, don't really know if I could judge that about you, Makoto. Well, let's go see him, and then we'll be able to judge for yourself. Oh, okay. Like, just as a friend, or what? Why are you looking at me like that? Oh, okay. So you need me to be your boyfriend, quote unquote, for this. Okay, I mean, I've done that before for somebody, so I got this. It's fine. I mean, it's like I said, I've done it for somebody before. It was inadvertent at that point, but I understand the situation, so it's a quote unquote double date. It's the only way we're going to be able to see what's going on in a genuine environment, right?
Actually,
You made plans behind my back before I even agreed? What were you gonna do if I didn't agree? It's a little cold of you there, Makoto. Oh, it's at the diner? Okay.
thank you.
Ain't no big thing. Well, you could have asked Ryuji, but something tells me it wouldn't have gone over as well for you. And so for pretending to be Makoto's boyfriend, nudge nudge, wink wink, we got rank 5 of the Priestess Confidant.
All right.
Good. Very good. Well, hopefully we'll be able to get her out of it if we, look into this a little bit. Yeah, she probably was totally gonna panic if I said no. That's why I don't think any of the choices had anything that were just like straight up no's on there, so that would have made the difference. Okay, Sojiro's available again tonight, and Chihaya is again available. But we'll hold off on doing that. Don't worry, I know I'm putting off a lot of Confidant stuff at this point, but we will have plenty of time, trust me, to get all of our Confidant stuff done. Ain't no big thing.
You got time right now?
But tonight, we gotta hang out with Sojiro, so that he can
All right.
get done with the things he needs to get done with. Basically, with Sojiro, I need to hang out with him, let's see, this time, and then one more time will get me to rank 4, then 2 more times will get me to rank 5. Once you get him to rank 5, he just goes straight up to rank 10 like that, basically. You don't need to hang out with him again at all, as long as you have the correct persona with you. So, it's... prioritizing him might seem like a little bit of a weird choice, but again, I want to make sure I get him done, so... He's one of those confidants that's kind of in a weird spot because his schedule is a little erratic. It's usually, I think it's usually like Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, but it's also dependent on weather. So like if it's raining, sometimes he just won't be working and then he won't be able to do stuff with you. He's a weird confidant. He's probably the strangest one in terms of scheduling it around everyone else in the game. And usually there are confidants available on the same days that he is. So it's easy to kind of neglect him and get behind. And I don't want to do that, so... But yeah, there we go. Now we can hang out with him one more time and we'll be rank 4. So that'll be good. Alright. Halfway through the week. Medjid's cleanse is coming up fast, but we'll get there. The Phantom Thieves will do something about it, even though they haven't done anything all month. As far as they know, anyway. A miracle? Well, yeah. Oh, we'll be gods, apparently, if we get this done. Great, that's what I've always wanted to be. Then they'll paint pictures of me in a church. No. Hopefully we don't attract that kind of a crowd. And what is your last resort, Yusuke? Oh, really? Okay, well, unfortunately we can't go do that until we get to rank 4 proficiency. Like, if I went to see him after this, he would say, well, you know, I'd like you to go, but I don't know if you're the right person for it. And then it'll tell you, you don't have high enough proficiency for it. So we need to work at the Beef Bowl shop tonight in order to work on that. So we need to find something to do today, and I'm pretty sure we can hang out with somebody to do that. Who else is available? Anne's available. Might go hang out with her. Let me decide in a minute. It's basically either Anne or Dr. Takemi, so I'll save and I'll see who it is. Well, remember, Morgana, nobody knows what we do, so they can't really tell what we're thinking or what we're doing at this point. Okay. Who's available today? Dr. Takemi, but she can't be ranked up. And Yusuke and Ryuji are all available today. Welcome back, Carbon. We won't find out just yet there, Conker. We will, eventually. But today we can't because we don't have high enough proficiency. So we'll see what his last resort is in a little while. Probably not this stream, maybe next stream. There's a lot of story stuff that's going to happen once Medjid's cleanse comes through. So we'll figure that out there. What do my notes say here? I noted down who to hang out with which days. You know what it is? I'm pretty sure I hung out with Dr. Takemi on the day when it rains during the day this week. Well, there's a couple of days where it rains during the day this week, but today I need to go see the fortune teller, so I definitely need to go do that. So we'll hang out with Anne today. Hopefully Dr. Takemi's available tomorrow. If not, then we'll just reload. No big deal. Go back and redo the day. We'll hang out with Anne today. And tomorrow, because it's raining, it'll basically just be Dr. Takemi and maybe Ryuji who are available. And maybe Makoto as well. Then we'll figure it out from there. But tonight we gotta work at the Beef Bowl shop because Sojiro's not available. So let's go to Shinjuku, get a proficiency reading, and go from there. You could also, by the way, if you don't feel like going to work at the Beef Bowl shop and you need to make like lockpicks, or you want to get the trophy for making all of the tools in the game, that sort of stuff, instead of working at the Beef Bowl shop, you could just go ahead and make lockpicks or that sort of a thing. Oops, wrong one. If you wanted to. I personally am not doing it because I feel like we have enough lockpicks. We will never run out of them. I'll never need to make the Eternal Lockpick, which is the only other tool that I'd actually care about making. And since I'm not planning on making that at any point in the game, I don't really think we need to worry about that. Plus, I don't feel like reloading every time I don't get +3 proficiency, so I'm just gonna do it a different way, where I don't have to worry about reloading. So let's go see Chihaya. Well, at least you picked a nice shady spot. You could be out in the sun. That would suck. Okay, let's get a fortune reading.
What shall we do?
Well, I worked for my luck reading, and I'm going to work for it again tonight, so hopefully that means it'll pay for itself, basically.
Now.
Oh, and don't worry, once I get done with all of these jobs that I need to do in order to increase my stats to rank 4 there, I'm basically never planning on doing any more work or wasting any more nights where I have to work again, because we'll get enough points from other confidants where we won't have to worry about working very much at all for the rest of the game. So I'll only basically have to work when I feel like working, so we want proficiency tonight. Come on, Temperance. I say that like it's not going to come out. Okay, that takes care of that. Now, let's head back. Hopefully we won't melt in the sun. Is my persona weak to fire? I mean, that won't make a difference, but you know. Nope. So I don't gotta worry about feeling the effects as much. And let's go back to here at the Underground Mall. Just fast travel straight there. So we're right here with Anne. We can hang out with her, get her ready for rank 10.
We'll just have to wait for now. Oh yeah.
And we have a couple of other places where we can go with her now, so that will make things a little bit easier. We don't have to worry about just having to go to Inokashira Park or getting some tea. So let's go somewhere fun.
Okay.
Where do we have that would be nice for popular? Well, we could go to the museum, the art museum, or we could go to the planetarium. I think that's where we'll go. Like I said, I like the planetarium because it's a nice spot, basically, where a lot of confidants will be like, oh yeah, that sounds like fun, let's go. It's usually pretty popular with your confidants. So.
Okay, let's get going.
Alright, off we go.
Whoa.
You've never been to a place like this, have you? It is pretty cool, though, the first time you go to a planetarium, I will admit. What kind of random stuff? Please don't answer that. Yeah, that is pretty random, man. That is true. And thinking about it honestly, though, she probably hasn't seen the stars the way that they show it in a planetarium very often because she's moved around so much. I imagine she's mostly stayed in cities where you can't really see the stars. To see the stars like this, you'd need to go like out where there's no artificial light basically for miles around. So, yeah, I saw it. Did you make a wish on it? You're supposed to do that, you know.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Well, you'll get another chance, or a bunch of chances, won't you? Yeah? Well, when I move back out to the country, I could invite you out to the house. I'm sure my parents wouldn't mind if I brought some of my friends from the city out there, and we could probably look. Oh, no problem, man. Sure. I'm down.
Let's get back.
Alright. Later, Anne. Oh, and it's raining tonight. Great.
Rain, huh?
Yep. Rain, huh? Well, yeah, you guys are getting restless too, so... That's because we're not according to them, not doing anything. It'll be fine. Calm down. Yeah, we're all on edge at this point. Just don't, yeah. Don't do anything stupid or reckless, that's all. Yep, exactly.
Hey,
Oh, don't worry, Morgana, we will. I've got a plan. Okay, well, Kawakami, Iwai, Hifumi, and nobody else are available tonight. So we could go and do that with them, but we got that proficiency reading, so let's make sure we use it wisely. Let's go to work. Much as I don't want to. Some days I feel like that in real life, too, so I can totally... It's not even just because of the rain. Some days in real life I just plain and simple don't feel like going to work, so... I think anybody who's been in a job that they don't necessarily want to do for the rest of their life can relate to that, though. Sometimes it's a little off-putting.
Shibuya. This is Shibuya.
Unfortunately, we can't really avoid the rain tonight because, well, obviously it's in the middle of Central Street, so that's not going to help us any.
that might be true.
Okay, in we go. Well, out we go, really. And we'll head this way. Don't you worry, Big Bang Burger. I'm going to get to you in a little while.
I can't believe it.
And into the Beatball shop. Let's make some Monet! And obviously some proficiency points, so.
Hey, wait!
He's still eating, Morgana. He's not waiting to pay yet. Well, I can still add an egg. That's fine. Just keep track of the orders for me. Phew! What a day. Oh, and even though we didn't get a special order this time, we'll still get +3 proficiency for this, so don't worry about it. As you can see. I also see stars, you know what that means. Rank 4 proficiency, so we are now masterful.
All right.
So what is rank 5 if this is the mastery rank? Is there a rank beyond master? Apparently so.
Let's head back.
Okay, off we go. Now I think the rain continues into tomorrow morning, so if I remember right. I'm gonna try not to go too far ahead of myself in order to test things after this. Again, I just wanted to make sure I got everything done that I wanted to get done with before school came back, so. Because we didn't quite get everything done when school was letting out in the game. So I wanted to make sure I could get it done. More about Aiko, huh? Might have to ignore that one in favor of... I mean, we have enough charm to continue working on her confidant there, but... Oh, yeah, sorry, I'll continue. I'll eat my eat my coffee? Yeah, I hope not. I'll drink my coffee, and then we'll go upstairs and figure this crap out. But yeah, we have enough charm to continue working on Makoto's confidant there, but... we also need to finish up Dr. Takemi, who is now texting me, so... Oh, okay. Well, she's willing to close the office for me. Oh, boy. Must be a particularly special test she's got planned today. Apparently people are betting on this now. Well,
Let's do it.
I wonder if what the odds are for us there. Hopefully it's in our favor. Alright. Off we go. Tonight is another Sojiro night, so we don't need to go and get a proficiency or anything like that. And I mean, we couldn't if we wanted to because it's raining. Oh, Futaba? Yeah, she'll be up soon. I'm hoping. We're using the hope and pray method, so. Did I buy everything from the secondhand shop this week? Just want to make sure I have enough for when I'm making stuff. I didn't buy from them. Okay. I mean, it's not like we don't have the money for it. I'm even going to buy the 10 clasps. Why the hell not? I think we have enough now to where I won't need to worry about any of those for the rest of the game, though, so I probably won't go shopping there for much more. I think once a month is when those black Kogatanas respawn there, so there should be just enough for me to use them. I think we need 3 of them total, and we've already used 2, so I don't need very many of them, basically. Okay. Dr. Takemi, hello. It's raining really
Such
hard.
heavy rain.
Well, yeah, that's true. Not as many walk-ins when it's raining cats and dogs out there. Let's do a clinical trial. Junk food? That's not much of a clinical trial, is it? Oh, well, I guess if you bring the medicine with you. Okay. So yeah, let's hang out with Dr. Takemi today. Oh, we can go get some more monjayaki. Alright, let's do it. That can be your little reward. You can pay for this today, okay?
Hey,
Well, yeah, you can mix it with whatever you want. Oh, you were talking about the medicine, not the food. Okay. I misunderstood a little bit. Okay. Actually, yeah, that I can just sit there and watch and you'll take care of this. Sounds like you're cooking something up that's going to be a little underhanded there. What are you scheming on that side of the table,
is
Doctor?
that so?
Well, yeah, I knew that. I'm just saying, like, what are you putting? Are you putting wasabi in it or something? Oh, okay, just plain monjayaki, huh? Okay. And after we've eaten one of everything, just like last time. Well, yeah, this place has pretty good monja, so. According to the characters in the game, anyway. Okay, well, it sounds like we're even then. So I don't gotta worry about that hanging over your head anymore.
Hey,
Like what? You wanna go to a ramen shop next too? Well, we can save that for rank
Let's have
10,
fun.
maybe. Okay, so she's ready for rank 10. But that won't happen just yet.
You're back.
Hey,
Morgana, as many times as you're gonna say that, as many times as we're not gonna go. I have a plan, don't worry. We'll go talk to him about it later. Well, I mean, I've hung out with you enough. I hope I've learned the ropes at this point. Sure, let's hang out with the chief there today. Boss, chief, whatever. Excuse me. Okay, cool. Well, right, because I'm gonna be the one that's mixing it all together. What you got there, boss? Okay. Colombian and medium fine city roast. Don't let the water boil too much. So simmer it? Okay. Well, I'm glad I've got your vote of confidence. How'd I do?
Yeah.
Well, I guess, yeah, if you put everything together, you could just do it out of the cookbook, basically. Okay. Okay, well, that makes sense. You gotta pick flavors that complement each other, right? Yeah. Give me more info on this. It's kind of important, I think. Well, I mean, you're taking the time out of your night to teach me. I'd better be enthusiastic. I'll try. Oh, yeah, no, I wasn't planning on... I'm not going to the top shelf, Sojiro, I get it. That stuff's expensive. Oh, really? Your coffee specifically? Was the scientific genius Futaba's mother? Right, exactly. Yeah, and word of mouth. That's basically all you've got to work out of, so... Oh, it's that old, not old dude, but that uncle guy again. The man from Uncle? No, probably not. Oh, he worked in the government at some point, huh? Oh boy. Well, maybe if you showed him a little kindness, maybe he'd show you some back. Expecting a phone call, huh? He's really in a bind here. Oh, there's an idea. Smooth operator. Social services call, huh? Kind of ran out with his tail between his legs when he mentioned social services. I wonder what's going on there. The plot thickens. Okay. Oh, jeez. Well, yeah, I can kind of tell it was only face steep after all. Yeah, I mean, you know, sometimes I have good ideas there, boss. Not always, but sometimes. And so, for being a smooth operator and transferring the man from Uncle out of boss's office, we get rank 4 of the Hierophant Confidant there. And we get a new ability, LeBlanc Curry. So now we can create curry on nights when, well, it'll explain it in a minute, but basically the curry, sort of like the coffee, is an SP restorative item, but it restores SP to everyone in your party, so that's really nice. It'll help us out quite a bit. But yeah, basically, if you check the fridge on certain nights from now on, there will be ingredients for curry on certain nights, and on those nights you can actually make curry here in order to create stuff that will restore SP. It's the thing though is that it's not really, I don't know, I have a hard time fitting in coffee and curry into my schedule because I want to max out social stats and confidants, so it's tricky sometimes to fit that into the schedule. We'll try to make curry though before the end of the game at the very least, so. Well, maybe, but you're my caretaker. I gotta show some kindness towards you. Say thank you for what you're doing. I didn't even know he had a grandfather clock or a cuckoo clock. I think I know who he's talking about, but at this point, basically, if you get him to rank 4 before you start doing Futaba's Palace there, this is the cutoff point for Sojiro's Confidant until you're done with Futaba's Confidant, because every other point after this in his Confidant involves her in some way. So you can probably infer who he's talking about when he says if only he wasn't related to her at this point. But yeah, if you did this previously, you can't do anything else with his Confidant until after we take care of things with Medjed there. I'll figure something out to do there. And for getting to rank 4, we also get +3 kindness, so that's pretty good. Don't worry about not going to the fortune teller for this one. We'll still get enough kindness from that and from working on our plant and working at the flower shop in order to get to rank 4 before we actually need it, so we'll be good. We don't need that much more kindness in order to get from up to the next rank there. Speaking of which, I think we're going to get it tonight, actually. Well, not the next rank, but we'll get done with the flower shop tonight. Oh, Anne's contacting me. Okay. Somewhere she wants to go, huh? Okay. Ah, right. Okay. Yeah, you did say that the curry and coffee go together like, I don't know, what are two foods that go well together? French fries and ketchup, I guess? I don't personally eat French fries with ketchup, so I don't know. Yusuke is also available if we want to go talk to him, and we can now that we have our proficiency at rank 4, but Anne contacted me first, so we're gonna go take care of her. Damn, it's a pretty good picture they got there. Okay, so let's go max out another Confidant there. But first, we're gonna go to Shinjuku and get a proficiency reading. So I'm doing good, Sojiro. Don't worry. Don't worry. I've got it all under control. Trust me. My knowledge is like at a 90 out of 105 at this point, so I think I'll be fine. But yeah, if you're concerned about social stats, like I was saying, don't worry about them too much because the confidants that we're going to be working with for the remainder of the game following summer vacation there, like once we get into the next semester of school, the confidants will start to give us more points there anyway. Like Sojiro's in particular gives us some kindness. There's another one that we'll get during the day that will give us some kindness. We'll get some proficiency from a couple of them. We'll get a couple of points of knowledge from one of them. So it should all work out just fine for you. It shouldn't be a big deal. What am I doing walking? We can run. The music says I can run, so I'm going to run. Off to Shinjuku. So we'll get a kindness reading tonight. That'll take care of all of the work we need to do at the flower shop in order to increase our kindness to where it needs to be. Should I get more fertilizer? I guess I could. Oh, right, it's not open tonight. It's only open 9 a.m. Or 9 p.m., excuse me. Trouble with women, huh? Well, I did just platonic another one of the available romances in the game, so I don't know if I'd call that trouble with women, but for those of you who have been betting on who best waifu is, the choices have been narrowed down for you. There's only 6 other potential romances in the game, so your choices at this point may or may not be a little bit easier to figure out. Let's do a kindness reading today, so that way we can work at the flower shop tonight. We'll get that request, and we'll go from there. Hierophant card. Well, that makes sense considering who I've been prioritizing this week.
What do you think?
Thanks, Chihaya. Alright. So let's head back. We'll go hang out with Anne. And we'll max out her confidant. Yep, just like before, travel straight to the underground mall. Hey Anne, you said there was somewhere you wanted to go today, right?
Just have to wait for now.
Free as a bird. Why? What's up?
Thanks.
Oh, you have a photo shoot today. Oh boy. Oh, okay. You need me there for moral support? Oh, it's over at Seaside Park. Okay, that's a fancy location. And so, for hanging out with Anne for rank 10 of her confidant, we get access to the Seaside Park hangout spot. This is another one of those spots that a lot of people like to go to as well. It's got a Ferris wheel at it, so often when you go here, you'll see the person riding the Ferris wheel with you. So it's one of those spots where you could go for if you have a romance that you're already, hanging out with occasionally, and you're looking for a spot to take them. This might be a good choice for you.
All right.
That being said, there are other people who like to go there too. It's just, that seems to be the one that comes up most often for me when I go here. Uh-oh. Mike is getting in trouble.
Hmm?
Yeah, what happened? Why are you asking for her permission? Right. Oh, well, that's pretty underhanded of her. Maybe you should have looked into it a little bit more clearly there, because obviously she's the only anything about her personality is just skin deep. Like, she's obviously a cold-hearted bitch underneath all of that. I mean, as much as we've been going through this whole thing and being like, oh, she's impressive, she's amazing, she's a bitch. Like, I'm just gonna say it right now, since we're never gonna have to worry about seeing Micah again. She's a cold-hearted bitch, and I hate her. She's not sorry. Are you guys out of your mind? Oh, quit the demure act. We know the kind of person you are. I'm glad Anne said it. You. Everything about you she's calling lame. That's not an in, Micah. That's a good way to go to jail, what you did. I mean, lesson learned, but again, not a good way to learn that lesson. Yeah, until everybody finds out what you did, then you won't be selling anymore. You tell her, Anne. If you think they accepted your apology, I'm pretty sure you're out of your mind. Well, I guess there is that.
Oh,
Remember when she was talking about that anime, like, in rank 4 or rank 5 there? It's coming back. I can hate her all that I need to. I'll hate her for you, Anne, okay? Nice. You tell that asshole. Well, at least they're on a level playing field now.
of course.
Kick her ass, Anne! I guess people have come to watch the shoot, huh? Well, we did go exercising once with Anne there. Yeah, I'm not a fan either, Kira. I don't know if anybody really is, to be honest with you. I mean, they framed her that way on purpose, obviously, to make Anne... to give Anne a foil of the kind of person she's obviously not gonna become, but... yeah. You're standing a little too close to them for anybody to notice the poses, though, aren't you, Mr. Cameraman? Like, you're right on top of them. Everybody back up. Give this man some space. He needs to work. Well, I think she's just accepted the fact that she can make something out of... her physicality was being exploited previously, right? Well, now she's realized, you know, if I accept myself for the person that I am instead of trying to reject it, I can take what people see in me and use it for my own gain. That might sound... I think I made it sound more underhanded than it actually was, but she basically is embracing her own beauty at this point, basically. Nice job. Yeah, I think you did really well. It seemed like everybody liked it too, so good job. I don't know if you need to work extra hard because I'm watching. I think you need to just work extra hard because there were a bunch of people here. Well, it's a slow burn, Anne. It's just like this Twitch stuff that I'm doing. It's a slow burn. There you go. You'll be able to look at yourself with pride. Shiho will be able to look up and say, that was my best friend in high school. And, of course, I'll probably be looking, too. Yeah, and you'll inspire a lot of people with what you're doing. There you go. You make it sound like kind of embarrassing when you say it like that, but yeah, I think you can do it. You can strive to achieve the things that you want to do, Anne. I'll be here to support you.
Yeah.
I guess. Oh, you got yourself a single shoot.
Hey.
Alright, go for it, Anne. I'll wait for you. Well, how'd it go? Yeah, you seem like you're deep in thought
When I
there.
met Shiho, when she saved me, I realized that personal relationships are something to be treasured. That's why I'm not going to run away anymore.
Well, good.
I'll face myself head on. This time, it's my turn to help someone.
Forward with conviction, as
But
we've said.
I'm still kind of worried. Do you think you could help me?
Yeah, I'll help you, no problem.
You can lean on me too, if you need it.
If I'm being honest, I kind of already am in Mementos and stuff, but yeah, I will.
Good.
Thanks, Anne.
I feel like we finally see each other eye to eye.
We weren't before?
I'm so glad I met you.
Yeah, and I'm glad I met you too. Now this maxing out is a little bit more special than the other ones
I
for
am
reasons
thou.
you'll see in a minute.
Thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart.
Still
Thou
bugs
hast
me.
awakened the ultimate secret of the lovers, granting thee infinite power.
And so, for hanging out with Anne for her photo shoot and allowing her to stand on equal ground with Micah for once in her life, we get the maxed out Lover's Confidant there. And we get a new ability, Second Awakening. Well, that sounds interesting. Show them what it's all about there, Anne. Well, after we unlock this, because for maxing out the Lover's Confidant, we can now fuse Ishtar, the most powerful lover's persona. But that's not all. Swear it to my bones, Anne. Swear your conviction to my bones. All right.
I can sense a new power growing within me.
All right.
And so, for maxing out her confidant, Anne has gained the confidence to metamorphose her persona from Carmen into Hecate. Or, as she pronounces it, Hecate, but I don't agree with that pronunciation, so... Yeah, I know, I keep having issues with phrasing. I think that's just going to be a recurring trend this entire playthrough. Oh, your fan club? Yeah, I can take that. That's good. Eternal is a long time, though, isn't it?
It means forever. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Anyway, let's eat before our food gets cold.
Yeah, it has been sitting here for a couple minutes. I really like Anne's confidant there, though. Like, even though we went platonic and, you know, some people are like, well, it's not as good because it didn't romance her. Sure, fine, whatever. But I really like it. Again, it's one of those things. By the end of most of the confidants in the game, there's just this sort of good feeling that you get. Like, you've really helped somebody to, you know, be a better person by the end of it, you know? But anyway, for metamorphosing her persona into Hecate, there we get the special skill Evade Ice, which means that she'll have a lot less problems when people try to cast Bufu spells on her. We're going to get rid of Dormina for that. Will I be president of her fan club? Maybe. I don't know. Might get a little publicity for myself from that, because... if she's going to be a world-famous model, after all, that might be a pretty good gig. Well, anyway. So, Kawakami, Iwai, and Hifumi are available, and then... oh, yeah, is available. Okay, well, we're not going to hang out with any of them tonight, because we got that kindness reading. So, we're going to go do that. But first, let me put Evade Ice where it's supposed to be there, which is... whoops. Over here. There we go. And I know it might be strange for some people because I imagine more people max out Ryuji first rather than Anne in terms of the personas, because obviously you don't get Anne's confidant until after you take care of Kamoshida. But I honestly, I think last time I played the game I even ended up maxing out Anne first. But don't worry, Ryuji's going to get some love tomorrow as well, so we'll work on maxing him out once we're done with this day. And I just realized that could have been also taken out of context as well. Oh boy. I'm just going to embrace it, man. I'm just going to embrace all of the phrasing issues that could come up from any of the things that I say in this entire game. It's the recurring joke of this series, obviously. Like, there's usually been one recurring joke through every game that I've played, so... like Dark Souls 3, it was shitposting. Inside was Assassin's Creed Time Force. This one's got that going on, so... oh, I'm going the wrong way. We gotta go to the flower shop. Yeah, I think so, Carbon. It's better than resisting, because resistance, as we know, is futile when it comes to that sort of a thing. Okay. So let's go work at the flower shop, get a little bit of kindness up from this, and then we'll go from there. New selection. Well, I don't think we can even shop there, so... Yes, let's develop our kindness by working here. Now, what you'll see here is that even though we got the kindness reading, it'll still only give me 2 music notes, but it's, like I said before, it's basically like you're getting 3, so you don't have to worry about it that much.
Good work.
Yep, almost done for the day. Oh, really? Yeah, what do you mean? Oh, that's not good. That's awful. Apparently there's a famous thug in these parts called Taizo Naguri. He hasn't left any tracks, huh? That's no good. Right. Maybe. There's a thought. Oh, thanks. I mean, it's not like I need it anymore, but, you know, every little bit'll help, I guess.
You've worked hard.
Yeah, you too, Hanasaki. Be careful.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, I think so. Did it say something about doing a gift? I didn't do a gift today there, Morgana.
All right.
Well, you know what time it is. It's Phantom Thieves time, man. That was pretty lame, actually, Morgana. Don't encourage me to be more lame. We don't need that. And so, for doing that little job there, we've now figured out who's been assaulting people. And we can go into Mementos and take care of that request.
Wanna head back?
We will go into Mementos. We just aren't going to do it just yet. I'm going to wait a little longer until school starts again. And you may know why if you were watching at when summer break started. You'll know that I was looking forward to getting a particular Mementos mission that we just missed. So once school starts up again, that'll be a non-issue. One more day before the cleanse. Hopefully Futaba wakes up tonight. Yeah, everybody is panicking, so buy up your stocks now.
Write something.
Place your bets. Or, you know, hedge them, as it were. Oh, incidentally, I keep walking by the storage box. I'm thinking about picking up another DLC for this game. I'm thinking about picking up the Thanatos DLC. Not because I actually want to use Thanatos, but because of the fact that I can actually use... I can hang Thanatos to get a couple of abilities that I would otherwise have a lot of trouble getting on the persona that I want to use later on that has Darkness Elemental skills. Thanatos himself has the highest level multi-targeting curse spell in the game. I believe it's called Ma'aigeon or something. Aigeon? I don't know how it's pronounced. But he has that, and he has Curse Amp, which increases your Curse Elemental damage by 50%. So it's really nice. So again, I don't think I would use him necessarily because I'm going to use him actually as a persona. Same thing with any of the DLC personas. It's more to aid in making my other personas better. So I might drop a couple of dollars on that in between streams at some point here. Well, I hope so, Sojiro, because tomorrow we're all in deep shit if she's not up. Oh, actually, yeah, who's available today now that I just walked out of the shop there? Okay, Ryuji's available. Phew! Makoto is as well, but let's go max out Ryuji because after this, there's going to be some story bits, and we won't have as much time to hang out with people. So before we get our next confidants that we can do during the day, let's go hang out with Ryuji and max out another one. How's that sound? Sounds good? I hope so, because that's what we're going to go do. In case it wasn't obvious, by the way, the music that plays when your partners max out their confidant and they get their persona metamorphosis is called Swear to My Bones. And it's a really good song. I like it a lot. Just like most of the music in this game, as we've established previously. But I would recommend looking it up. It's a really good song. And actually, tonight I think we're pretty free in terms of what we can do. Trying to think if there's anything in particular that I want to do. Oh, I passed the arcade, damn it. I guess we can go hang out with EY to finally have Morgana shut up about that. So we might go do that. But we don't need to go get a reading tonight, though, is basically what I'm saying.
What's up?
The only other jobs, let me just make sure before I say this, the only other jobs that we'll need to do in order to get a reading for are, well, excuse me, there's the Big Bang Burger challenge there, but we can't really do that to max it out until I get my kindness to rank 4, so we gotta wait on that. We will get readings each time we eat at Big Bang Burger from now on, either knowledge or guts depending on which time we're eating there. But we need to go to work at Crossroads Bar 2 more times total in order to get the mission and mementos for it. So we'll go do that probably next week in the game, even in spite of the fact that our days will be very full next week. Our nights will not, so you'll see when we get there. We're almost there anyway. Okay, let's hang out with Ryuji one last time. We'll go from there.
Wanna get going?
Yeah, that's pretty much it there, Conker. It's good, though, to start EY as soon as you can, because, like I said, last time I played the game, I don't think I started him until, like, October. Now, granted, I was done with most of the other Confidants at night at that point, but it's... I obviously had to rush in order to get him done at that point, because otherwise it wouldn't have worked out for me. So I'm going to try to work on him earlier than I did last time. And we'll try to get his Confidant working up as quickly as we can there. Anyway, Ryuji took me to the ramen shop again.
By the way, the track team's up and running again. Yamauchi got taken down pretty quick.
Really? Well, I guess that makes sense, though. It'd be like the golf team at my high school they worked on practice during the summers and everything, so I guess track team got an early start.
You know Takeishi's mom is the PTA press, right? You told her everything.
Yeah, I think, did Yamauchi mention that? I think he did.
She came storming in with the other parents and forbid the whole scouting plan. Oh, wish I could have seen the look on Yamauchi's face. I mean, the school can't ignore the PTA.
Not if they want to keep their funding, after all.
And as a result, the track team's back. Our old coach is filling in for now.
Sweet.
Man, it serves that dick right. What a great feeling. I think they might even go far in the meet.
Yeah? Well, that'll be good. Yeah, that'll be good. I'm looking forward to it, but we can't lose either at this point. We're both working hard, the track team and us.
Hell yeah!
Can't lose to them in conviction.
Oh crap, the ramen's gonna get soggy. Let's eat.
Oh yeah, gotta keep the crunch in it. Hold on. Slurp that shit up. Phrasing.
Awesome. To tell the truth, I was scared of facing those guys straight up.
Yeah?
I couldn't stand how much they hated me. That one just made me think of how stupid I was.
Well, but it worked out in the end, Ryuji.
Most of all, it made me remember how I lost my place with him.
Sure, but again, it worked out.
Hey, this ain't like me, but I managed to change because you were here helping me.
You think? I don't
got
know.
you all wrapped up in this shit, but you stayed with me till the bitter end.
What are friends for, Ryuji, you know?
You didn't abandon me.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem. You're welcome, Ryuji.
It's funny, huh? This started out as us training for the Phantom Thieves. How'd it end up like this?
Well, friends will be friends in any setting.
Either way, it's my turn now. If anything comes up, you tell me. I'll help you with whatever you need.
Okay, I'm gonna hold you to that. Lots of awakenings today.
I am thou, thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened to the ultimate secret of the chariot, granting thee infinite power.
And so for coming full circle with Ryuji and reaffirming our friendship together, we max out the Chariot Confidant, and Ryuji gets his own second awakening. Show him what you got, Ryuji.
All right.
Well, after we talk about this, because for maxing out the Chariot Confidant, we can now use Caillou. No, not that one. The most powerful chariot persona. Again, we won't be doing that until probably high 80s, if at all. I don't think I ever planned on fusing Caillou. So. But Ryuji, on the other hand. Yep, first bro for life. Now we just gotta work on Yusuke, and then we'll have 2 bros for life. Ryuji's got some new power kicking.
I can feel it. My new power.
All right.
And Captain Kidd has metamorphosed into Satan Taisei. Alright. He got a nice upgrade from the last game. He looked kind of not great in previous Persona games, but now, oh man.
All right. Now I have that off my chest. Let's do this.
What, you want to go training now?
First up, the Phantom Thieves. I'll be counting on you, leader, and you can count on me too.
Good thing these NPCs in here are completely inconsequential, or else we may have just blown our cover.
Hey, now that we're all fueled up, want to race to the station?
Isn't it bad to run, like, immediately after eating? We're gonna get a cramp, dude. Hate to rain on your parade there, you know, but... But anyway, maxing out the Confidant and getting Ryuji's Metamorphosis, he gets Evade Wind as a special skill. What the hell am I gonna get rid of? Oh boy. I guess I could get rid of Headbutt. Well, no, Headbutt's pretty good. The medium chance of Forget is kind of nice, actually. I could get rid of Bad Beat because we have Swift Strike, which does better than that and costs less. The chance of Despair isn't all that necessary. We do have Abysmal Surge and Despair boost on Pisaka, so I could just use that instead. Okay, we're getting rid of Bad Beat to give him Evade Wind. I'm probably going to keep his Zeo skills, even though I'm going to have a Persona later in the game that is specifically for electrical attacks. I'm still going to keep his skills there because baton passes exist, so obviously we can, you know, spread the love around a little bit there, you know what I mean, when we're damaging shadows. Yeah, she'll pull through. She said don't worry about it, so... to be honest, I haven't heard anything. I mean, no news is usually good news, but... I know. She'll be up. I'll make sure I go see her tomorrow. That way we'll go from there. Yeah, we'll just put our trust in her, that's all. She'll make it. Oh, probably. Hopefully it's not a long nightmare. Yeah, probably. Well, more than likely. I mean, she kind of had to come to terms with a lot of it very quickly when she awakened to her persona, so... Yeah. I think so. She's tough. Yeah, I believe in her. Okay, I'll keep you guys in the loop. Well, I know, but again, we'll be fine. Okay, so, who's available tonight? Kawakami, but again, we can't do anything with that right now. Yoshida's given a speech apparently tonight. Shima's available, and again, you can actually get to rank 6 with him if you want to right now, but I'm not gonna do that. EY's available, and Hifumi's available. Well, we're gonna take tonight to go see EY so we can finally get Morgana to shut up about the damn bag. So let's go do that. Oh, and actually, let me switch Evade Wind around on Ryuji's list of stuff there. Just to get it all where it's supposed to be. There we go. That'll work. I usually, when I'm kind of sorting through everybody's abilities in terms of the ones that I want for my partners there, and really I do this with my own personas as well. Typically for my partners, I try to keep between 5 and 6 active abilities. In other words, abilities that they can actually use in battle. I try to keep between 5 and 6 available for them. Although sometimes it ends up being less depending on, you know, who it is. I know one of the party members that we have in particular is going to end up with 4 skills by the end of the game. So, don't know that much about that right now. But, yeah, I usually try to keep between 5 and 6, and then for main characters' personas, I usually try to keep between 3 and 4. Mostly because I can use the extra space for passive skills that nullify weaknesses and that sort of a thing, and you usually don't get that opportunity with your partners. So, Oh, hey, the bouncer's talking to a cat. He must be trying to keep those cats that are having trouble out here from getting in trouble with whoever's doing stuff to them. I really hope he isn't the one that's doing this stuff. That would suck. I like this guy as an NPC. Guess the cat agrees with you. Cat knows what's up with the Phantom Thieves. And we could also go and fuse the persona that they need for the next rank of the Strength Confidant right now. And actually, that might not be a bad idea because we don't need Shikioji or Ameno Uzume anymore at all for Confidant purposes anymore because obviously we've maxed out those Confidants. I'll go do it. I'll go do it later when we're actually gonna need that one because that one that we can fuse for the twins there is of the Fortune Confidant. So when we start working on Chihiya's Confidant ranks, I'll make sure that I go fuse that stuff. So, but for now, let's go to Untouchable. We'll sell off all of our excess crap that we've got. I'm not gonna buy new armor or weapons just yet though. I'm going to wait until the next main palace unlocks, and then we're going to come on a big shopping spree here and get the best armor and everything that we can get for right now.
Hey!
So now Morgana has a new line now that we are at rank 4 Guts. Oh, I won't freak out anymore. I'm dauntless, man. Well, I'm going to talk to you about the bag in a minute, but I'd like to make a purchase first. And when he says this is the only thing I can sell to a kid, don't worry, he's not holding out his inventory to you in terms of what you can buy on these 4 menus anyway. He is holding something out, but we'll see what that is in a little while when we work on his confidant there. But anyway, let's sell these. Get an extra 100k yen there, so that's good. I can also sell all of these. Yeah, all of these. I won't need them for anything. None of them are black Kogatanas, so that's fine.
You should be grateful.
Just get rid of them.
That's fine. You should be grateful.
Now, I remembered why I might want to keep some older weapons because it's because of EY's Confidant, basically. If you have older ranged weapons, you may want to hold on to them because if you have time, EY's Confidant may be able to make use of them, but I'm personally not going to take advantage of that myself, so
I guess that's fine. You should be grateful.
Sell off all of this junk. Don't get that.
That's fine. You should
That.
be grateful.
Or that.
That's fine.
Or
You should be
that.
grateful.
Do I need this black robe? I guess I could hold on to it. It might be useful for something later. It's the equivalent, yeah, so you can transmutate this into a new item, basically, so. Oh, did you get the rare shadow over there? Stone of Scone, I think it is, right? You may want to hold off on fusing it into anything for right now. You may be able to just gallows it. And I forget what arcana is Stone of Scone there, because you might be able to gallows it into something and get them a bunch of levels there. I'll give you a good idea. Like if you tell me what the arcana it is, I might be able to give you a suggestion on what you can fuse it into. We're keeping that hairpin.
I guess that's fine.
I don't need
You
that.
should be grateful.
Or
I
that.
guess that's fine.
Or
You
that.
should be grateful.
Or that. We basically don't need any accessories for the rest of the game except for the ones that I'm going to get from those black rocks because the SP adhesives and the HP patches that we have are basically all we'll need. Don't need this, or definitely not this. That's worth a pretty good chunk of money. So is that.
You should be grateful.
That
that's
is
fine.
not. That
You should
needs
be
to go. This would have been nice for Ryuji if it wasn't for the fact that he just got Evade Wind. I don't think those stack, so. Yeah, it has each of the medium elementals. I'm going to look it up for you, Conker. Hold on one sec. Let's see. Whoops. Oh, there's the Twitch app. I must have not gone to my home screen since then. GitHub. Persona 5 GitHub. Stone of Scone is... Where is it? There it is. Fortune. So, Fortune, huh? Definitely register it, because you can actually use it to You can use it to level up the persona that you can fuse for the twins for rank, what is it, 7? The one that I have to fuse yet for them. Because that persona, I'm actually going to use that persona in my regular stock. It's pretty good. So you could save it for that. What else? If you still have that cloth though, you can gallows that. I mean, really, gallowsing any of the jewel personas is fine, even if it's not matching up with the Arcana there. They give you ×3 experience anyway, so I would just gallows them into something that you need the level 2 elemental spells on. Maybe you can gallows it onto a principality if you have that in order to get Kuga on it. That is the one that it learns, right? Let's see. Yeah. So if you need to put the level 2 spells on any one particular thing, if you need to put like Kuga or Sayo or, Eiga or any of that stuff on any one particular persona, I would save it for that. Well, anyway, let's finish selling this stuff to EY there.
That's fine.
Let's keep those Black Rocks. I have 6 of them. I don't know what I'm gonna do with 6, but I was thinking I would only end up with like 4 or 5 by the end of the game, but I guess we got more than we needed. And also, let's sell all of these because we obviously don't need all of this crap that they threw at me. There's an extra 25k right there just from those. I'm gonna sell these because I don't think I'll need them. I'll keep the SP restoratives except for the soul drops. I'll sell those.
Yes, that's fine.
And the broken rock salt. I'll sell those because I don't need salt. This spring fruit is probably dead by now, so let's just sell it. No muscle drinks. Hot morsels. No extinguish orb. This bread is probably dead as well. I'm gonna keep it though because it restores hunger, and that's a status that we may have to worry about in a coming dungeon. So. The Hirania sells for a decent amount. These I can keep. That's fine. Keep those ointments because I might need them. Okay, I think we're done selling things we needed to sell there. Do you? Okay, gotcha. Well, see if you're missing one, and if you're missing one, I'd say definitely try to hang that skill onto whatever you're missing, onto somebody. But it's not that necessary. Maybe you could even just use it for experience. But I definitely register Stone of Scone in the compendium there because you'll be able to use it later, especially if you have a fortune persona that you want to get a skill for or something like that further down the line. Oh, I'm not done yet, EY. I'm not done. Let's have a chat about that gun that you gave me. I looked in the bag. Yeah, I couldn't wait, man. Oh, really? And where was that customer? Are they okay with waiting 3 months to find it? Oh, okay, cool. So we got a new model gun, a custom one, the Tikachev, or I think it's just Kachev, honestly, 2. It's a custom weapon. So basically with EY's Confidant that we're about to get, you can customize weapons in order to change their properties. And if we had the Kachev, the original one, we could make a Kachev 2, but we don't have to do that because he just gave us one, so. Oh, I know how it goes, EY. Snitches get stitches. So I'm not gonna do that. I'd like to see more of your handiwork, though. This is a pretty fancy gun. What are you laughing about?
Hey.
Uh-oh, he's taking me to the back room. What's he gonna do?
Who the hell are you?
Don't look at me, I'm just a kid. A gun enthusiast, I guess.
At your age?
I know, it's a little weird, huh? Yeah, that would be a good idea, Conquer. We're probably going to be doing that. I'm going to be doing that myself in a little while. Probably around level 39 is where I'm thinking, because there's a persona that we're going to get access to at level 39 that gets some really good skills down the line. I'll talk about it when we get to that level, though.
Well, I guess you got the heart of an enthusiast.
Hey, I could always pick it up more when I can actually afford these things later on in life. Not that I can't afford them now, but he doesn't need to know that.
You're a strange one, kid.
then again, if any of my confidants were to know how much money I have, it would be EY, considering I bring him all this strange crap from the palaces and sell it to him.
Wait a sec.
What?
Yeah, this could work.
What could work?
Hey, I can grant that wish of yours.
What, about seeing more of your handiwork?
But you better have the money. These things are worth hundreds of thousands of yen per unit.
Oh, don't worry. I've got money to spare.
Sometimes they even reach the millions, depending on how I feel.
Well, that's a pretty fancy gun. Depending on how you feel. I guess it kind of does sound a little suspicious.
Is that right?
A little shady.
Look,
Not saying there's
being
anything
a
wrong
bad
with it,
dude,
but...
I've been known to compromise from time to time.
What do you mean by compromise?
For example, you help me out with my business. Smuggling goods, destroying evidence.
Oh, is that your business? I thought your business was model gun selling.
And as a reward, I'll introduce you to the special menu. With good prices for a punk like you.
Sounds like extortion.
What do you say? Not bad, huh?
If I didn't know any better. What's your end game here, EY? Why are you using a kid for all? I mean, I get it. You don't know that I have a record yet, so it makes more sense than you doing it. But what's your end game?
That's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know.
Okay, fair enough.
Gotta fight evil with evil. I need a pawn of my own.
Is that what I am? Your pawn, huh?
Don't talk to no one about this. Got it? Just follow my orders.
Okay. Sure, works for me.
Now
Let's
what's it
accept.
gonna be? You gonna take my deal or not?
I mean, your shopkeeping doesn't change depending on whether or not I take your deal there. That's one thing though that I will say. There's a confidant that you get in Persona 3 where it's sort of like the fortune confidant in this game, where it's like the guy that you get it with is like, pay me, I think it's like 10,000 yen and then 20,000 yen and then 100,000 yen up front, and he's like, I'm gonna make you rich, and obviously he never makes you rich, and you never get the money back. So I mean, you're supposed to do that in order to get his confidant going there, but I literally, when I played Persona 3, I said, nah, fuck off, man. I don't need you taking my money and never giving it back. And I never did that confidant until, like, the very end of the game. So it's... I mean, if they were giving me a choice to say yes or no here, it would probably end up being a situation like that, because EY's inventory only changes in terms of the custom weapons he can make for you. His actual shop inventory doesn't change, and he still unlocks everything exactly when he would otherwise, even if you don't talk to him until God knows when. But yeah, I'll do what I can do.
That's fine. Okay, I'll work on that special menu for you.
All right.
You should be grateful.
Well, I'm always grateful when I sell you things because you tell me to be, so... But yes, if we help EY out, we can get custom guns. I don't think I'll ever take advantage of that, but I will take advantage of Super Flash Forward! Or really, Sai will, to be honest. Does it sound like extortion to you? Well, trust me, it didn't end up that way.
It seems you had model guns in your possession as well. Their detail goes beyond a simple hobby.
I was very meticulous with them.
I'm sure some people believed those guns were real.
Did they?
You'll tell me how you procured them, won't you? Spill it.
Considering the guns we're going to get later in the game, I find it hard to believe people would see them as real.
Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the Hanged Man persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
And so, for cutting a shady deal with EY in exchange for custom weapons, we get rank 1 of the Hanged Man Confidant and a new ability, Starter Customization. Basically, that lets you improve the performance on your base level guns to make them actually viable at this point in the game if you so chose. I'm, again, not going to take advantage of that, but it's there if you want to. Actually, I might take advantage of that because it means I won't have to buy guns for a while. I do plan on purchasing some guns for a couple of our party members, but more often than not, the electric chair guns that you can get are a better option than the ones he can customize. Yeah, we'll see.
Oh yeah, when I don't got any business going on, I'll have you do some miscellaneous chores.
Okay.
Clean, run errands. There's plenty for you to do around here.
He sounds like he's really getting ready to take advantage of me. I guess it's another night job, I suppose.
Must be pretty exciting for an enthusiast like you, huh?
You're laying it on thick here, UI.
Alright, that's enough for today. Go on, get out of here.
Alright. Later, UI. Okay. Here we go. Today's the day. Well, tomorrow, but it's about to be tomorrow, so. Panic! Panic! Anarchy in the streets! I'm surprised that our rating on the poll there hasn't gone down steadily over the course of the month, but I guess the hardcore enthusiasts are really hanging on. All right, Futaba, what you got? That's what all of you think.
Isn't today our deadline for dealing with Medjed?
Yep, today's the day of the
Futaba's
cleanse.
still asleep too. This won't be good.
We'll be fine. What are you talking about?
Hey,
Hey, boss, what's up? Yeah, actually, how's Futaba doing?
same as always.
Still asleep, huh? Oh, boy.
Today's the day Wakaba passed. I do this every year.
Wow, that worked out as inconvenient timing. Yeah, everybody should buy all the stocks they can.
Here, I've got a cup for you too.
Okay. Thanks, boss.
Futaba reminds me so much of her mother. She's a smart girl. Doesn't just go with the flow either. Wakaba, your work and your kid were so fulfilling for you. Why'd you have to die so suddenly?
Yeah, it was quite a shock, I'm
reminds me.
sure.
You saw me talking to that prosecutor, and I mean that woman in the suit, right?
Yeah, the prosecutor, yeah.
I remember you were real bothered by it. She might come back, so I guess I should tell you about it.
Okay, who is she? I mean, I know who she is, but
That woman was trying to get information on Wakaba's research out of me.
really?
That's what we heard in the palace.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to know what the research was about. Just know there was some trouble around it.
Now, why would a prosecutor need research from a scientist that's now no longer with us?
Obviously, Wakaba got dragged into that as well.
Hmm.
Now, they ruled her death as suicide. But I've got my doubts.
Like
Doubts?
what?
Could she have been killed?
It's possible.
Supposedly, there were people who wanted to take her research and use it for their own benefit.
So you think there were shady dealings?
Don't get me wrong, though. I don't have a lick of evidence.
Hmm.
That's why I haven't told Futaba any of this. I don't want to cause her any more trouble.
It sounded like she had suspicions of her own based on what she said in the palace.
Yeah, I think so.
Still, there's one thing I regret. It was right before Wakaba died. She told me, I think I might die.
Damn.
I brushed it off, thinking it was just a joke. But if I had just taken her seriously...
No, boss, you can't think like that. Hindsight's 20/20, man. Like, there's nothing you could have done, and there's nothing you can do at this point.
That's another reason I took Futaba in. Redemption. She went through such horrible things. Those heartless adults just yelled at the poor girl. Hey, how do you heal emotional scars?
You're asking me? I have no idea.
Of course, sorry.
Asking the wrong person there, boss.
Futaba?
Oh, hey! What are you doing here? What's up? She just strolls in and starts sipping
Cold.
coffee like Ain't nobody. That's because it's boss's. He hasn't touched it all day.
Huh?
You can't sell this.
Never mind that. How did you get here?
She came out of her room, man. This must be a big shock.
I walked?
You're okay?
Was that bad?
No, it's fantastic.
Not it. I'm just shocked to see you out of the house.
I'm sorry I worried you.
Oh, boss is having a hard time.
By the way, what's the date today?
Yeah, August
It's,
21st.
It's the 21st.
I feel like I'm forgetting something.
Yeah, maybe something a little important. You know, the cleanse.
Oh, I remember now. Medjed.
Yeah, about them.
Let's take care of it now. Come.
Oh, really? Just like that? Okay. I figured she'd have to pull some crazy hacks to get this done, but okay. Well, we'll see what happens, because obviously Futaba's got something up her sleeve here.
It's my turn to help out.
Okay.
Medjed. Now how do we cook them?
Shouldn't we have come up with this plan, like, weeks ago? Eliminate them with extreme prejudice. I'm gonna leave it up to you. Almost said eliminate them anyway.
Roger that.
Do whatever you think is best.
We don't have much time left. Are you sure you could do this?
She's got this.
The kitty talked?
He does that sometimes. Never mind, just keep working,
Is it
please.
a dream?
No.
I'm going back to sleep. It is not a dream. Get up. Say something.
Sweet dreams. I'll explain later. Just keep working, please.
Right. Now hurry it up. I guess it doesn't matter. Let's get cracking.
Alright.
You're just tapping away over there. Are you sure this will work?
Morgana, you don't know how a computer works, do you? She's got... Look at all the data flying by on the screen. She's got this, man. Give her some faith.
Hey, Futaba.
Don't interrupt her train of thought. Let her do her thing.
I don't think she can hear me. Talk about intense concentration.
It's the noise-canceling headphones, man. They totally block out sound.
This place is so messy. I'm surprised she could focus at all.
Well, she probably doesn't think about it. She's lived in here for like a year.
Futaba, you should really clean your room a bit.
We can worry about that later.
She's not listening.
I'm here, Morgana. I'm listening. We'll fix it
Oh
later.
well. Just waiting around is boring. Let's clean the place up.
Or we'll fix it now. Okay, that works. Am I gonna open a window or something? Like... Damn, I'm really working away here.
It looks a little better now, don't you think?
Well, I don't do this for just anybody, you know.
Well, Futaba, we're done on our end. Are you finished yet?
Was that an uh-uh?
She can't hear a word I'm saying. Guess we'll just have to keep waiting.
I'm surprised we got this place clean so fast, though. Maybe now all we gotta do when she's done is open a window! Get some fresh air and natural light in.
I'm done!
Oh, well,
What's up? Something happened?
she's done.
It's finished.
It, like, Medjed? Or
Finished? What is?
the hack? What are you explain yourself there.
It's so clean. Why?
I was bored.
We cleaned it.
Yeah, what we?
Anyway, is it true? Did you really take care of Medjed? I handled them, and someone else handled my room.
I did.
I don't understand. but
Okay,
this
see you in a
is
minute,
good.
Conquer. Well, you don't have to clean it now, so don't worry about that part.
Futaba?
Hey,
Futaba, what's wrong?
she's probably tired from staring at the screen all day. Yeah.
She's sleeping.
She moves at her own pace, man. I told you.
Well, it looks like it's been taken care of.
I guess we should get home and sleep too.
It's just funny to me how nonchalantly that gets handled, considering. Like, and then look, hang on. Well, we'll let the fallout happen over the course of the next week-ish. Actually, I think it happens tonight, but we'll see in a minute. Something, even though the deadline's already passed. That guy's a hardcore fan. Oh, what do we got here? Oh yeah. She's awake and she took care of it. Well, she's back asleep now, but yeah. I'm sure we'll just have to keep an eye on our news feeds for now. Right. Okay. Oh, okay. We'll meet up then. Tomorrow, apparently. Alright, cool. So we're meeting up with our friends tomorrow. We're in the clear, Morgana. She hacked them real good. Trust me. This is kind of all unorthodox, though, isn't it? We're fine. Everybody says we need a miracle, but if the plant is fine, then we're fine, okay? Yeah, let's have a good sleep. Let's make like a futaba and sleep the night away. And then we'll see what happens. I think it worked. Yeah, sleep all week. Exactly. Early to bed and early to bed some more. No, I guess they all came here during the day. I figured we'd meet up at night, but okay. During the day works too. I've got a lot of stuff to do at night anyway, so. Hey guys.
Oh, you're finally up, huh? Don't slack off just because you're on summer vacation.
Oh, don't worry, boss. I haven't been slacking. I've been working and studying my ass off. Yeah.
Tired.
Persona 5 sleeping all night. Oh, boy. To stay asleep, you need to time the rhythm of your button presses carefully. Mess up too many times and they'll wake up, and you don't want that. Futaba can be very angry if she doesn't sleep enough. Oh boy.
We've made ourselves at home.
I can see that.
Late last night, it was discovered that someone has tampered with the hacker group Medjid's website.
Why do they even have a website?
The site's main page now displays what is thought to be the mark belonging to the Phantom Thieves.
Ha! I told you she'd come through.
More so, the personal information of a Japanese man, a possible Medjid member, was illegally publicized.
Damn, she's hardcore.
Aren't these the guys people have been up in arms about?
Yeah, boss. It's been all over the news all month.
Medjid has yet to issue an official reply.
That's because they're dead.
Furthermore, their previously announced cleanse of Japan has remained unimplemented for now.
Ha!
Some speculate that they have taken this series of events seriously and ultimately canceled their plan.
Worked out for the best, didn't it?
What are you all smirking about?
Well, our personal information may have gotten leaked today or yesterday if the Phantom Thieves didn't do something about it, so... nothing.
Well, stop it. You're gonna drive away all my customers.
Yeah, okay.
After the commercial break, we will be asking guests from various fields about this turn of events.
Oh, we're gonna probably get to see Akechi talk about it. Great.
There ain't any customers.
Ryuji, don't mess with him.
Can it? My
He'll
customers
kick
are
you
on
right
summer
out.
Vacation too.
Where, the beach?
Oh crap, I just realized our break's almost over.
Well, yeah, we got like 9 days left.
There are still 10 days left.
10, okay.
I want to go somewhere, but we can't just leave Futaba-chan alone.
True.
Some things still concern me too. Like that research.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, Futaba, what's up?
Did you just get up?
Good morning.
She slept through the night, all right. Oh, okay. They're friends,
Assume she's
Futaba.
cautious of us.
It's okay.
Hey, why don't we go upstairs?
Okay.
If any customers come, she'll be even more afraid.
Well, that's probably true. Okay, good idea.
Go with him, Futaba. Have fun.
It's okay. You can sit next to me on the sofa there, Futaba. It'll be
It's
fine.
about time my regulars show up anyway. So I don't want you guys loitering around my store.
Okay.
The fact that there were no damages due to the hacker's actions is but an afterthought. The issue I want to make clear is the attitude of the police, and more importantly, the government.
What, that they didn't take it seriously? Yeah, that's a pretty good point. I think Sojiro knows who that guy is.
What do you mean?
Are they doing their best to find an effective countermeasure against these phantom thieves?
That's not the real question here. The real question is, why didn't they do anything to stop Medjed from committing an international cyber terrorist attack? Hello?
Is it not the government's duty to create a society where its citizens can live without worry?
Why are we getting blamed for this shit?
Unfortunately, the current cabinet is powerless. As such, they should be disbanded.
Like, nobody should listen to anything he's saying once he says that the problem is with the Phantom Thieves, right? Because the country almost just got attacked. And personal information from people around the world could have gotten leaked to the public with identity theft and everything else coming from it. Like, just... Hang on, I need to rub my temples because if I keep going on this tangent, I'm going to start talking about things that would actually make sense, and this game doesn't have to make sense, so I'm just going to go back to my happy place now.
I believe now is the time
Okay,
for me to
let's
risk
keep going.
my political career in hope of making a new reality. A new political system that goes beyond parties or factions. An ideal country of peace and order.
Well, I like the idea of going beyond parties or factions and focusing on the issues. Peace and order might be a tall order, though.
This politician seems quite promising.
I have to agree. I hope he can work to ease the anxieties of the elderly.
And, you know, everyone else.
What do you think, boss?
Oh, sorry. I wasn't listening.
I was busy ignoring him. Wonder why. Oh, God, not another super fast forward! And with a snap of my fingers, Medjed was gone. How do you like me now, Miss Prosecutor?
So the Phantom Thieves only stole the heart of Futaba Sakura?
Mm-hmm.
And Medjed was in turn defeated by her real-world hacking abilities?
Mm-hmm.
This does correlate to the facts as we know them. If he's telling the truth, then Wakaba Ishiki didn't commit suicide.
Likely it was a setup.
Did a third party target her life with the goal of destroying her research?
Feels bad for you now, doesn't it, Sai? Because you were kind of doing that again yourself.
Wakaba's death was 2 years ago. That also coincides with when the incident started occurring. Does this other metaverse user that Madarame and Kaneshiro mentioned really exist?
That's the question.
Earlier, I briefly mentioned about those psychotic breakdown incidents that have alarmed the public.
Right.
All of a sudden, people will lose consciousness or become violent. A situation as incomprehensible as that can't be explained away as troubled social conditions. I suspect that these cases are all connected to a larger man-made plot.
Well, I'm glad we're both on the same page with that.
The method involved always muddled the explication, but your story has virtually confirmed its viability.
I tend to do that when I tell stories.
Although I wouldn't have expected a new criminal to come to light from your testimony. What did your group think of this other metaverse user?
Well, I guess, to be honest, we only differed in one thing. It was our goals, so he wasn't that different.
So you were aware that what you were doing wasn't the pure justice you envisioned?
Well, we didn't envision pure justice, ever. We just envisioned our own justice, which could be taken out of context very poorly, but, you know.
Well, no matter how you thought of them, there can be no doubting your resolve. Are those incidents because of you or someone else? Either way, I will get to the bottom of this.
And I'll help you, Sai, as much as I don't like your spoilering. And so, for clarifying on the Medjed incident with Sai, we get rank 3 of the Judgment Confidant.
All right.
Sweet.
Now, let's move on to your next crime.
Okay, don't show me the
Kunikazu Okumura. You should know who he is,
No clue.
considering what happened. Your testimony regarding this incident will be serious. I'm sure you understand why. Answer my next question carefully. What did you do to this Okumura?
See, this one is probably the best of the spoilery things that happen there. I mean, in this particular instance, she could probably infer who one of the Phantom Thieves are because of what happened with Medjed there. But at the very least, she doesn't say. She says who you target next time. This time for the next main palace, but she doesn't say why, and she doesn't say what happens from their change of heart. So I guess in a way it's good, but overall the whole idea of her telling you who your next target is bad. So it's I guess it's just less shitty. I don't know. But anyway.
A cognitive version of a person would transform into such a horrible monster and attack us.
Yeah, it was a little freaky there, wasn't it?
That means our enemies aren't limited to shadows.
True.
I thought the other people were just victims, like the slaves at the castle or the walking ATMs.
Well, they're also a part of their cognitive whatever. You may remember, Anne, he did sort of drink your cognitive version at one point, Kamoshida
Even though
there.
they seem to be alive, they're only part of the backdrop. The environment. In other words, the palace ruler determines the form and strength of their cognitions. I would have loved to ask Futaba's mother how far along she was in her research.
I almost had him.
Almost had who?
I almost played Dad. I almost got it at a debt keeping of $15.
I told you he was gonna see right through it, man.
He almost didn't.
Oh boy. Are you gonna go sit and chat?
No. In a minute,
Damn.
maybe.
Damn, do it.
I can't understand. You know, hold my hand. Mom walked over and everything. She was like, "Oh, give it back some of his money. Give it back $60."
Oh boy.
Oh, that would have been beautiful.
She was looking at
Anyway.
cognitive science stuff, yeah?
Right.
If we put together all the information we've gathered up to this point, abuse of cognitive science can lead to death, and it may even relate to the psychotic breakdown incidents.
Yeah, that's the impression we're getting.
Considering the cognitive aspect, I sense a strong connection between it and the metaverse.
Mm-hmm.
On top of that, the research might have been stolen and used by someone else.
You mean those guys that showed Futaba-chan the fake suicide note?
Right.
If that is the case, those people are unforgivable.
Maybe they should be our next target.
Hey, Futaba, is there anything else you can remember? She is quite difficult.
That smell.
Instant ramen?
Come on, no fair.
Hey, can I snag a bite?
I was gonna say don't.
Meanie.
I wouldn't touch
Why don't
that
we take
if
a
I
short
were you.
break? I've been thinking.
If you're gonna watch, can you go watch and chat, please? Sitting here is making me feel uncomfortable. Oh! What have you been thinking, Makoto?
Even if Futaba is a genius, could she really crush an international hacker organization that easily?
Well, she has enough dirt on them, I'm sure.
The one who taunted the Phantom Thieves was a guy in Japan. I knew the Medjed members in Japan weren't anything special, so I wasn't worried.
You say that like you know them personally.
How do you know that? Because I'm the founder.
Oh, so you probably do know them personally. Huh.
What do you mean? Should we take that literally?
Of Medjed? Probably.
Yep. It was only me at first, back when I was referred to as the Hacker of Justice. But since I stayed anonymous, a bunch of guys from all over the world started using the name.
Oh, okay.
And those were the ones committing cybercrimes.
It was a hassle to expose all of them, so I just left them be.
Well, that didn't work out, did it? I mean, in the end, it eventually did, but...
Futaba was the true Medjed, and we were freaking out over some weak-ass dipshits?
That's the long and short of it, Ryuji.
You should have told us from the start, Futaba.
I discarded the Medjed name a while ago. I'm Alibaba now.
Right, we got that part.
Futaba, what do you want to do now?
Oh yeah, I guess you do have a choice there. You did just awaken to a persona.
Since you know our secret, we'd like you to join our team.
If that's alright with you.
Okay.
Okay.
Just like that?
Well, that was easy.
This may even ensure our investigation of mementos goes along smoothly.
Yeah, I think so. She seemed like a pretty good navigator when she was helping us out with Cognitive Wakaba there.
Well, I guess.
Well, Futaba's real amazing. She's gonna be a big help for us, huh?
I think so.
Say, Futaba, how did you find out about us?
Secret.
Where
That's
did
on
you
a
learn
need-to-know
that?
basis, and you don't need to know.
Private.
When did you obtain the nav?
I refuse to answer.
Futaba-chan sure is unique.
She, well, has her quirks, I suppose.
Still, it'll be a problem if she doesn't open up to us some more.
Very true. We do have to work with her, so...
At the very least, we need to be able to communicate normally with her.
What should we do?
Well, what's the best way to, you know, get to know anybody? Let's hang out with her for a little bit.
How?
Just
First,
over the course of the
We need
week.
to help her open up to us. If we each spend an entire day with her, maybe she'll get more used to being around us.
Or we could just all come hang out here every single day and then... Well, no, that might not work because it's kind of a crowd of people. Like, there's a lot of us here, so it might be a little harder to, you know, get used to everybody.
I see. We do have the time thanks to summer vacation.
We can begin tomorrow.
Okay.
Let's go to the beach! There'll be tons of people there. Plus, we got totally dried out in that desert.
Well, we're gonna get dried out at the beach too, but...
That's a great idea! I forgot I hadn't gone to the beach yet.
So you want to use that as like the capstone, or...
Excuse me?
Yeah.
I'll come by tomorrow. See you then.
Let me help as well. I don't have anything planned.
Okay, works for me.
Thanks. We can set a schedule with everyone else depending on when they're free.
I think we're cutting Futaba right out of the equation here. She doesn't have a choice in the matter. Sounds like you're gonna have a lot of visitors starting tomorrow. I think you can do it there, Futaba.
Why me?
I don't know though, Morgana seemed kind of iffy on whether or not she'd be helpful. I wonder why.
How can I stay calm about this?
Wonder what she's trying to stay calm about.
I understand how you feel.
Thanks to the
Probably the
incident with
Medjed
those
thing.
hackers, people are calling us incompetent.
and you've earned it, I think. Welcome back, Conker.
And on top of all that, the Phantom Thieves are claiming justice is on their side. Don't make me laugh.
That's our HR department, not us specifically.
Medjed was dealt with by either the Phantom Thieves themselves or some avid supporter.
Hey, that's a possibility.
There are no tracks whatsoever, so they must be quite skilled. Either way, the general public recognizes the Phantom Thieves as the subjugating party.
Right.
They're gaining support and influence much faster than we could have anticipated.
It is indeed an abnormal situation. I'm beginning to suspect mass manipulation of some kind.
And how do you figure?
It's even possible that a powerful person is behind them, plotting the psychotic breakdowns.
Well, I don't know about that.
If only I had realized sooner.
What do you think you could have done there, Akachi? I mean, you don't have a way of investigating, so...
For the sake of my justice, I won't forgive them.
He seems pretty adamant about this. Oh shit, my phone. Hey, Futaba's in chat now. Nice. Right. I'm not even gonna mention how close it was. Futaba is in chat, so yeah, good to hear. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did hear a little bit about that. Really? Hmm. Well, she's... I was gonna say, she's probably talkative over chat because, you know, she's facing a computer screen, which she's used to a lot, but... Damn. Yes, she's angry, Anne. I mean, look at the emoji she's using. We'll be fine, Morgana. We'll be fine. We just gotta work with her, that's all. You make it sound like we haven't worked hard at anything in our lives yet, Morgana. Like, come on. No big deal. Oh, Mishima. I guess so. I don't know about basically having to accept them. Again, if there isn't two sides to the argument, there's no conjecture, but... Okay, well, that probably will help us a little bit. Sounds good, Mishima. You keep at it. I can't tell you without spoiling his confidant, Morgana. Yes, it did. Alright, who's available tonight? Oh yes, Thirsty again. If you're thirsty, take a drink. Let's see who else is available. Anything on the TV? Oh wow, it's a hot summer at the very end, huh? Usually we get ours in the middle. Excuse me. Yeah, we'll go to the beach. We'll make sure we do.
I should write something.
Okay, so this begins a string of nights where you don't have the day available to you in the game, but you do have nighttime available to you. So you can basically use the daytime to hang out with Futaba, with your friends, help her to get over her social issues that she currently has with us, and eventually, you know, she'll be consider us all to be a team that she's a part of. But at night, you can hang out with confidants that are available at night. Yeah, that is the thing. Yeah, he is the biggest fanboy of the Phantom Thieves. All right, Conker, take it easy. Don't work too hard. Yeah, let's check out who's available tonight. Sojiro's available tonight. Hifumi's available tonight. And Oya is available tonight. Well, with Sojiro being available, I think it's kind of important, honestly, that we hang out with him again. I mean, I don't want to neglect Oya either, but I want to make sure that Sojiro gets done and done. So this'll help.
You got time right now?
Sure, let's hang out with Sojiro. I did save, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. So you can see if he'll go up to rank 5 after this. From this hangout session. Yep, there's the stars. So he'll be rank 5 next time we can hang out with him.
Thanks.
Cool! I guess Igor would have something to say about our recent success there. So let's check and see what he's got going for us. And then maybe we'll go see the twins.
My master would like a word with you.
After this.
Stand up straight and listen closely, inmate.
I'll stand up as straight as I can. You have me chained to the floor after all.
It seems you freed the heart of a frenzied girl and saved her from her haunted past.
Sounds about right.
Another step has been taken to rehabilitation. You are progressing quite nicely.
Makes me wonder if you know these steps beforehand. You could just tell us who our next target is there, Igor. Wouldn't that make it easier?
Our master bestows words of praise upon you. You'd better feel honored.
Guess I shouldn't ask for more, should I?
By the by, more curious information has found its way to your ears. A scientist's research. It seems that world may secretly be known after all.
Maybe.
Furthermore, that very research has been stolen and is now used by those with malicious intent.
Maybe the person who stole the research is in charge of those psychotic breakdowns that are happening.
I wonder how this will change the approach you take toward your rehabilitation.
Well, we'll see. I do have a bad feeling, though, considering the fact that I think, like I said, there may be a connection between what's going on in the real world with the psychotic breakdowns and who took that stuff. Again, maybe those guys should be our next target. We'll see.
I believe I told you we would spare no expense in cooperating with you.
Something like that.
Allow me to grant you a new power worthy of your current self.
Okay, and what power would that be?
Be sure not to let your guard down, otherwise you may get swept off your feet.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good, would it? And so, for reporting our progress to Igor on Futaba's dungeon, we get rank 7 of the Full Confidant.
Alright.
And he didn't give us new ability, that cheapskate. Oh well.
We shall meet again in the near future.
Maybe next time.
Time to go, inmate.
Alright, I'll go back to sleep then. Good night. Okay. Oh wow, yeah, that was quite a bit of a surge. Man. Okay, so Sojiro is basically done now for a little while, anyway. Well, I won't say done. I could finish him out kind of quickly now that we can actually get his rank above 4. So, there's that. I see that everyone's confidence has suddenly come back to us. They were all criticizing the shit out of us like days ago, but now they're like, oh yeah, they're great, they're fantastic, they're basically Jesus, they can do no wrong. Why don't you think for yourselves, please, and not pull a 180 as soon as we pull your asses out of the fire?
Well then.
Yep. Oh, I was gonna say maybe they went over to the house. Yeah, looks like it. She's not giving her a choice in the matter. Yes, she is. Alright, let's head over to Boss's house then. Did he, like, give us keys to the front door or something now? Oh, what the hell is on her head? I'm highly concerned, Futaba. I know you're saying don't worry about it, but I'm highly concerned. Of course, Yusuke would think it looks fantastic. We don't really know how to approach this, do we, Makoto?
Well then.
Okay. You do seem confident, but I guess that is kind of your character trait. Well, sure, but what about talking to a student who may be somewhat more socially averse?
Oh?
Yeah, the head mask there. It's quite a bold statement it makes. All organic food? Okay. Well, she's cooped up in her room all day. How's she gonna know what the weather's like? Yeah. Guess we gotta get in there. Yeah, you've been tinkering around over there. What's up, man?
Okay.
That's not Phoenix Feather, man. Are you sure you should have touched those? They were arranged kind of importantly, although now they're basically the Ginyu Force, so... Her children. You should never touch a lady's property without her permission, Yusuke. Oh, God.
No!
She's gonna kick you out of her room forever. Inari? Is that your nickname for him? Okay, then. I think she's insulting you, Yusuke. Sounds like this is going to be a good conversation starter. Well, I mean, an argument will bring her out of her shell. Let's just sit back and watch, Makoto. Let's see this play out.
I see.
Mm-hmm. They're very, articulated. I think that's the right word. What, are you gonna go get some models for our next, confidant rank there, Yusuke? Just gotta find something that interests her, that's all. Right. Yeah, it's hard to bring platitudes into the conversation when somebody's socially awkward like Futaba. You gotta get to her interests. That's the heart of the matter. Well, I'm glad you're finding it so easy. Okay, I'm down with that. We gotta do this in big steps, Futaba. We gotta get you outside your comfort zone so you can get used to it. Yeah, we'll be there. Don't worry. You'll have moral support. Okay, so Anne and Ryuji are gonna come over tomorrow. Okay. No. Leave that demonic thing in this room.
Man.
We'll get it, Morgana. We'll get it. All of a sudden you're doubting us, man. I don't like this side of you. Oh, don't worry. I'm sure it'll take like, how long do we have before summer vacation's over? A week? Yeah, we'll get it by then. Yeah, I heard the conversations on the way to the house today. We're getting popular. You gonna make up an episode of that there, Futaba, considering what happened? She had a good conversation today. Yes. Oh boy. They'll be fine. We'll be good. Okay, who's available today? EY's available today. Well, we could hang out with him to get rank 2. Or we could go see Chihaya for rank 2. Sojiro's also available today. What I'm going to try to do, basically, because once we get access, like once I go and I talk to Hifumi there and I get access to the Star Confidant, because that's the one that she has access to, we will have 1, 2, 3, well, 4, but we're going to get this done like in the first week of school, so no big deal. 4, 5, and then Star will be 6. So we'll have 6 nighttime confidants that we can go hang out with at any given time in order to rank them up. With the exception of Mishima, of course, because he's obviously tied to mementos there, excuse me. So I'm going to try to spread it out a little bit so that I hang out with them essentially one at a time. Like if I can hang out with each confidant once per week, with some exceptions, because obviously there's 7 days in a week, so sometimes I'll have some leeway for other people. I think I'll be able to max everybody out by the end of the game there, because like I said, Sojiro from here, he literally just ranks all the way up to max and you don't have to hang out with him anymore. He'll just go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 like that, so it won't be a big deal. So who do we hang out with tonight? Let's see. So we got Sojiro, rank up. EY, rank up. Chihaya and Oya are there. Chihaya can be ranked up. Or Hifumi is over here.
Let's do it.
Let's save. The other thing that we have to remember is that Sojiro is sometimes available to hang out with on rainy days as well, while Chihaya is not. So I think we'll go and see Chihaya today. Oya is also available on rainy days, and so will EYB and Hifumi, because they're inside, Chihaya's outside. So since it's not raining, I guess we'll take advantage of the fact that it's not, and we'll go see Chihaya. Unfortunately, we couldn't get any Ojiru, because Sunday sort of totally skipped for us. We didn't even get a chance to go out because of the story event there, so yeah, that's a thing. Oh well, we'll get more next week. Alright, so let's head to Shinjuku, we'll hang out with Chihaya. Oh, actually, that reminds me, I do need to do some fusing then in order to have a persona of her confidant, don't I? Okay, well, when we get to Shinjuku, I'll do some fusing, we'll hang out with Chihaya, and then... Actually, you know what, we'll do some fusing, and that way we'll be ready to hang out with Chihaya, and then I'll call it a night, and we'll come back tomorrow. And do some more hanging out with Futaba and other confidants. I kind of want to wait for a day when there aren't that many people available to go and hang out with Hifumi there. So, actually, I could check when she's available, like what days of the week she's available on the schedule guide there, and then I could make an inference from there. But anyway, so let's go here. I'll probably save inside the Velvet Room before I go do the fusions there. Let's see here. Oop, my battery's running low on my phone. That's not good. Anyway, I have 1, 2. Well, I don't need that one just yet. So 1, 2 fusions that I can do in order to make the fortune persona that I need. So let's do that. And actually, I need to use the gallows as well, so we'll do that in a second. Let's save it right here. There we go. Now, let's do some fusing.
How goes?
But first, of course, we'll register our persona since we've got a ton of them there. What do I need for this? I just need stuff that I currently have. So, won't be a big deal. Okay, so let's do it. So first things first, now their next fusion is a Lachesis with Tetraja. Now you can get Tetraja on Lachesis by fusing it into it with, you know, certain skills and everything like that. I personally, though, prefer to do it this way, using the Electric Chair. We're gonna Electric Chair Principality in order to get the Tetraja card. So I'll be using one of the blank cards that I need. After this, and I did the math again, I said 8 last time, I misspoke. I actually need 9 cards total, including this one that I'm using for Tetraja here. So I need to get 3 more blank cards between here and the end of the game in order to have all of the blank cards that I actually need.
So, this is what it will become. Now.
So let's put our healer in the electric chair, as gruesome as that may be. Sorry, Principality, you're badass, but I need your card. And don't worry, we'll have access to healing in another way in just a few minutes here. So now that we have that, let's do some fusing. So the first one I need to do, I need to make a certain persona first before I can fuse the one that they actually need. So I need to fuse Sandman with Amae no Uzume to make Lilim.
Terrible, but not impressive.
And Lilim is a good persona. I mean, her stats are pretty good. She's good level. She gets good abilities. The only problem that I have with her is look at all of the weaknesses that she has there. It's just like, especially the weakness to guns really bugs me because it just makes it really difficult to put her into a particular situation where you're not concerned that she's going to flop over dead. You know what I mean? I don't know why I'm worried about this. It's not like, okay, that's fine.
Select the skills you'd like to
So we can inherit some skills. There are particular skills that I'd like to inherit there. Mabufula, Garula, probably Tentarafu. We don't need to worry about Confuse Boost, I don't think, just yet. Maybe I should, though. No, I don't need Pulimpa or Tentarafu actually, because I'm pretty sure a persona that we're going to be fusing learns it. And even if it doesn't, we'll be able to get Tentarafu on it. So I'm going to do Divine Grace and Confuse Boost.
It will receive some new power.
I know that I don't have Tentarafu there, but it'll come in handy later. Just trust me on that one. So, yeah, go ahead.
I see.
I don't think it'll come in handy particularly on Lilim, but like I said, I'm not planning on using Lilim, so I'm just going to fuse for that, and we'll go from there.
All right.
Okay. She got Freeze Boost out of that level. Okay, no big deal. We're not going to need that at all, but it's there anyway. And so I'm going to go fix Lilim's thing there, her little, her skill list. And once I do that, we can fuse for something else. Let's see. Garula can go there. Evil Smile, Masakunda. Let's put Divine Grace at the bottom. That's fine. Okay. And now we'll save it again, and then we'll do the last fusion that I'm going to do tonight.
You certainly seem composed.
Okay, let's register Lilim.
You'd like to register this?
There we go. And now I need to use another one of my personas that I have in order to fuse Lilim into what I need. So we'll fuse her with Takemina Kata, and that gets us Lachesis.
Looks pretty tough.
It doesn't have Tetraja, obviously, but it will gain a level out of this next one and get Maracakaja. Magic and Agility. That's actually a really not bad for its level there, although it's not going to gain that much. Now, the only problem with this particular fusion is that, again, because we got rid of Principality there, we don't have access to giving Medea Rama to Lachesis, even though she has Mabaisuri. So she would be a good healer. How are we going to get it on her? Well, don't you worry, I've got a plan. But I need to pass along Mabufula. What else? I need to pass along Mabufula, Divine Grace, Zionga, and Mazionga. Yeah, that sounds right.
Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
So that, and where is it? That.
Will it gain new power? I wonder.
Oh, it will. Don't you worry there, Igor. It will.
Now for a rebirth.
So now I think Lachesis actually learns Medea Rama at a later level. We're going to find out in a minute. But I don't feel like waiting, to be honest with you. So I might just give it to it with that skill card that we got from beating Oyamata there.
All right.
Okay, cool. And she gets Maracakaja. So she gets Electric Wall, and then I think the skill after that is Medea Rama, if I remember right. But we need to put a different skill on her altogether there in order to make this worthwhile. Let's see here. Okay. So, now we have Lachesis, but we don't have Tetraja, but we're going to take care of that in just a second because I'm going to give her the Tetraja skill card that I got from Principality. Let me fix her stuff first, though. There we go. And this is the persona that I'm actually going to use, by the way. I'm going to use Lachesis going forward as my electric, ice, and healing persona all at the same time. I know that seems like a little bit of a stretch for a single persona, and it probably is a bit of a stretch, but it'll work out. It'll be fine. So, Growth 2 is a nice ability to have there, but I don't think I'm actually going to keep it. Do I need Maracakaja, though? I mean, it's nice to have Maracakaja, but I don't know that I need it. This is the problem, is that they can only keep 8 skills, so that sometimes makes things a little bit tricky to figure out what needs to go there. There we go. I had to get my chat back, sorry. Well, I was going to get rid of Growth 2 anyway, I think, because we can get it on another persona in a little while there when we finish this up. Like, we're going to fuse another persona that gets Growth 2 before long. So even though Lachesis is level 35, it's fine. She won't need any more levels before the next time. So, let's go get the Tetraja skill card that we just... Oops, wrong one. Tetraja skill card, there we go. And slap that right on Lachesis there. We'll get rid of Growth 2 for it. Okay, and now she's good to go for the next rank of the Strength Confidant. So let's show it to the twins there. I got something you wanted.
It would seem...
Yep. Well, sort of. Okay, sure. Works for me.
Yes. What?
She usually actually is pretty cooperative. Oh, it's gonna get messy. Right. All these answers and more on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What?
Hypothesis, Caroline, not answer. Right. Right. So you guys are a roadblock on my map to the future. Is that what you're saying? So you're supposed to awaken something within yourselves? Is that what you're trying to say? Are you guys done? I'd like my reward now.
Shut up!
Right. I'll work on it the best I can. Oh, am I a special inmate to you now? Our destinies are invariably linked, it seems. And so, for finishing out the Lachesis with Tetraja there, we get rank 7 of the Strength Confidant. The plot thickens with the twins. Will we find our answer? We won't find out anytime soon. I'll say that much.
Listen up, inmate.
Right, and we get another reward at the next rank, so that'll be good. Unfortunately, it's going to be some time before we can actually get to that rank, so yeah.
Now.
Okay, so the next rank, we need a Hecaton Kairez with Masakunda. Okay.
Okay.
Yep, got it. So we'll do that eventually there, but not just yet. Okay, and now let's take this Medea-Rama skill card that we have and plop that right into Lachesis' skill list as well. I'm going to get rid of Tetraja. It's nice to have in case of insta-kills there, but we're pretty much beyond the point where I'm actually worried about something insta-killing us with a Hama spell or a Mudo spell. It was pretty much when Anubis was doing that, which was when it's the most dangerous. Following this, there's not really going to be that... It's not going to be that big of a deal, to be honest, because we're going to start getting Endure, which allows them to tank a single Hama or Mudo, our partners, and then they can get Protect, so they can protect me from one if need be, or I can just nullify it. It's not going to be as important down the line here. So let's get rid of that and put something better on there, Medea-Rama, which, again, with Divine Grace, makes her a really strong healer there. And that means we have access to target all spells that will cure every type of status ailment in the game right now via Morgana having Mapatra and Makoto having, Energy Shower there. So we've got Mabaisudi handled, and that gives us everything that we really need, too. Morgana also has Recarm, so that helps as well. We're in good shape, basically, is what I'm saying. And I'm going to actually use Lachesis coming up here as, like I said, my Ice, Lightning, and Healer. We have Satanta for physical, so now we just need to get something for light, something for darkness, and then we'll go from there. But I don't need to do that just yet. We'll worry about that later. Incidentally, do I need to buy back any of the personas that I have there? Not tonight, necessarily. I do need an Amino Uzume back again, though, for another thing that I need to fuse. And a Flauros for that thing. So... Plus Takemi Nakata for hanging out with EY. Okay, well... I think I need Takemi Nakata for something else coming up as well. Yeah, I do. Okay. So, let's go buy a few personas back. We need Amino Uzume, Flauros, and Takemi Nakata. Right? Do you need anything else? We also need Lilim, but I can't do anything with that just yet. And Flauros will act as the devil confidant one that we need, right? So, right now. So, Flauros, Ame no Uzume, and Takemi Nakata. That's just enough slots. Good. Let's register our new Lachesis first, though. So we have that there.
Read here.
Alright, so Ame no Uzume, hello.
This persona,
let's get you back.
This persona, then accept this persona.
And then Takemi Nakata.
This persona fee is required. This is your power.
Wasting money like people drink water. And Flauros. Who should be right there he is.
This persona, you'll withdraw this persona. This is your power.
Okay. So now we can hang out with Oya as well.
Done already.
If need be. Okay.
No slacking off.
Done for now. Now let's see here. Let me just double check if I have everything for the nighttime confidants that I need there. Persona. We have one for what's it called? For Chihaya. One for Hifumi when I get to that. We have this to max out the Death Confidant, which we'll do in a little while. We have this for Sojiro. We have this for Iwai. We have this for Oya, and Mishima is not a problem because we don't need him in order to do anything with his confidant. So the only one that we don't have right now is one for the Temperance confidant for when we go back to school. But I'm gonna, again, save that for when we actually get back to school, because for now, we have to go through the rest of this week and hang out with Futaba a whole bunch in order to get her more used to us and the team, and hanging out in the outside world after all of the trouble she's had. So we're going to go ahead and do all of that while also hanging out with our nighttime confidants on the next episode of Persona 5, the Stream Edition. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream, and I will see all of you on the next one. Take care, and have a good night. I wonder how behind the stream is here. I just flicked over to a different tab to see that, and it looked like I was still in the middle of the Strength Confidant there. I hope it's not that far behind. No, whatever.